Horrifying.
I mean, can I do a terrifying Southern?
Yes.
Yes.
Why
Yeah,
can't
absolutely.
you, boy?
No, inside. Cept and Entombed.
That's got some
Why are you on a
crazy-
rocker?
Yeah, that's got some crazy vibes.
It
hear
was,
banjos
it was a little
behind
jovial.
You were for sure on a rocker when you were saying that just now.
Yeah, that's,
I thought painting for gold, maybe.
I mean, that's got like you go into this farmer's house or something,
Yeah.
you help him with something, and then all the windows slam
Yeah,
shut.
that was what I was
That's
going
that's
for.
what I that's
I
that's
was
what I
going
got
for
out
a
of that.
creepy.
Yeah, that's what I got out of that.
Oh, also, birds aren't real.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. I'm sure we'll all be very fine tonight. Probably. Who knows? I have legs now, so that's great news.
Yeah.
I do have legs again. But we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves. That's my son. I am obligated. We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then have a recap, and then we'll pick up where we left off last week. Today, and always, I'm Don, and tonight I'll be playing Ether Revi, the Grave Domain Cleric.
I'm not Lawrence. I play Lumla.
I'm Paul, and I play Felix.
I'm Glenn and I play Vorst.
I'm Sarah, and I play Ritora.
I'm DJ. I'm also not Lawrence and I play Nesgrim. Sorry, I'm Nesgrim and I play DJ.
Can confirm. Right? Can confirm. Yeah, I'm John. I'm the DM for the City of Oshuamp. Congratulations. We've made it to our first ever campaign of 69 episodes. Nice.
Nice. We had some nices in the chat, thank you.
I should have had the stickers ready.
Oh, yeah,
The
the
nice dice.
Oh, that's
I
right.
made those like a year ago.
Yep. It's okay. I'm just heartbroken. It's fine. Yeah, last week we continued the conclusion of our recuperation. We got Ether some lovely new silver leggies. We met the artificer assistant Vara, young gray tiefling girl who works with Christian to as he constructs the metal plates. She does the tinkering and the measurements. She indicates that her two mothers are the ones that bandage inside and imbue runes to be able to make sure that Ether's leggies do not, get infected or suffer the horrifying pains of being, terribly burned. It's fine. Yeah, after our wonderful, relaxing evening, we beat the shit out of Nesgrim in the street. Got into a snowball fight for a while, had a lovely long rest, made our way out into the slums north, en route to slums east to meet up with the fence, to be able to sell all of our wonderful goods to the man who, might be a pilferer, who is in slums east. Arthur gives us some passes, gives us a map, tells us where this guy is. We, as we're passing through slums decide to stop off at the Pawn Man because we want to check in on Sister Madeline because, she was possessed earlier in the month and we're like, yeah, you've been living in a basement for a little while now. How's it going? She's mostly better, pretty much almost entirely better. Indicates that the bloodstone that she had no longer, as far as she can tell, feels strange. As the party looks at it, it no longer has the suspicious glow for the individuals who were recognized as casters of magic. She says that she is excited once more to return to work and wants to stay devoted to the children at the orphanage. She asks if there's anything she can do to repay us for our wonderful gifts of saving her fucking life. We're like, nah, you're great. Like, you're a nice lady. You should definitely just go back to the orphanage. Paul totally asked for 6 of her 7 copper. It's fine. Just the poor, sweet, innocent lady who just got beaten and almost died. And give me your money.
I'm pretty sure we gave her that money.
I didn't give her anything.
I never will.
And if you think she's keeping that 7 copper when she goes back to the orphanage, you're wrong.
Yeah, so I mean, we made arrangements to, at some point, return to have a glorious dinner with Sister Madeline, the other sisters that are alive, and the children. We expressed an interest in once again wanting to speak with little Grimdar, little Bran, and little Nina. I almost said Gramdar.
I mean, that's fine.
Gandar? That was definitely your grandmother.
Yeah,
There's no other...
No, it
I
had
have
a
a
recipe.
recipe.
And then there was
True.
Gramp.
Yeah, we do have Gamdar's recipes.
Yeah, and then there was Grampdar.
Yep.
Easy.
What a glorious family.
Really good.
So were their names like that always, or do they change as they had children? I need specifics here.
It's like a title that you just exclusively become known by. It replaces your name.
It's a decorum.
Yeah, you
Thank you
become
for
a
the
Mondar.
69 bits, Vulpix. Thank you very much.
Nice.
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 Thank you very much.
Yeah, I do not know whether or not, obviously the episode concluded on a bit of an ominous tone, with once again Madeline indicating that Grimdar wakes up sometimes with night terrors and talks about horrible shadow and darkness that he sees whenever he opens his eyes. Here's an echoing roar in the distance. I don't know whether or not you guys want to continue that conversation, but I'll leave that open to the table.
Are you sure he opens his eyes?
I mean, he says he does. There are other children in the room that have seen him, shake and roll around and, have bouts of screaming, and his eyes are definitely open as it happens.
Sounds good. Really good. Thank God it's not me.
Okay then.
Children have night terrors. Grimdar just seems to be the one most plagued by them.
Mm.
Not touching that
I'm
one.
just thinking if Ether has any context to know anything about night terrors. Anybody in the anybody in the chat?
Somebody help.
Are you actually about to ask the chat?
No. Did anybody in the previous town that I was in before I came to Oshuamp have anything like that, since I was acting as like a pseudo healer at that point?
Lara Rain? No, Lara
Yeah.
Rain was like super
Yeah, I know they were like super
fun-loving,
happy
peaceful,
and just
farming people
yeah.
that just
I
like
don't know if there was
sang
like the
songs.
Doesn't
one,
mean they have night
the
terror.
one
They don't have night
sad
terror.
kid in the corner that had night terrors that
I
had to
mean,
help.
I now trust
Totally
them
fine
less.
if there isn't. That's absolutely okay. I just figured I would ask in case there was something.
There's got to be something going on.
I'll
in that
say
city.
that there was definitely a deranged boy that 100% had night terrors.
Okay.
Who you recall pacifying with some herbal teas.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You teased him with herbs.
The
herb was
So I had to leave and go north.
you wave the leaves under his nose, but don't let him touch him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Session herbal teas.
Yeah, they threw me out.
So
I'm
did-
sorry, sir. I think I need you to leave, please.
That's
we
a
don't need you to have seen.
so I guess I have a follow-up to
Nice.
that. Did any of the children that I taught have night
Got it.
terrors or any problems like that?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that it's not like it's a common thing, but
It happened.
you assisted in education for a little over a decade. Like, at some point during that course of a decade, you would have had a small number of children throughout the years for, maybe weeks or months, just like infrequent complaints, nothing like permanent or constant.
Okay, so it's not like
familiar.
it just happens.
Yep.
It's nothing like really.
Yeah, like in the same way like wetting the bed. Like, obviously wetting the bed would be a little bit more common with kids than night terrors, but you might even associate those two things together.
Okay.
They have night terrors because they wet the bed.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Nesker.
I dealt with someone before that had night terrors. I used to make them herbal tea, and that seemed to help a bit. And I would recant whatever the herbs that I used were to her
Sure.
to make that for Grimdar.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, she would just kind of, smile and nod, and I appreciate it very much. I will, well, I no longer have Desiel for gathering herbs, so I will have to attempt to find a store to be able to get some. But thank you.
Of course.
I will make note
Of said herbal.
of said
Tea
herbal
ingredients?
tea ingredients.
Yeah. We'll go with some delicious lavender and chamomile and
Ginger.
ginger, spruce and nutmeg, whatever. Like 7 flavors, it's fine. They're kids. They don't
KFC
have
tea.
taste buds.
If that doesn't work, whiskey might.
I do have a lot of that.
Oh. Sister Madeline's special cabinet.
She hits a flask real quick.
We thought it was blood. It was actually red wine.
That's where we hid all of the dirt from Desiel. We just jammed it into her alcohol in the closet.
Well, yeah, we did.
Oh no.
Nobody will look here.
Oh, there's herbs in this closet.
I do not know whether or not you guys want to continue to talk to Madeline, or if you guys are concluding with that conversation. It's obviously entirely up to you. She has indicated that she is thankful for all of you and appreciates your assistance and intends to, again, return to the orphanage soon. Probably within the next day or so. But I don't want to leave no space for anybody to potentially ask her things. She has been, in a basement for about 3 weeks, so, not an insignificant amount of time for her to have been removed.
Yeah.
But, madness catches us all sometimes.
Alrighty then. Sure.
And then John stares off into the distance.
Out inside. Cept Entombed.
I don't think I have anything.
Nobody got anything?
Have you heard anything? Oh, you've been here for 3 weeks.
I've heard the sounds of Clark upstairs as he works.
Yeah.
Have you heard just anything?
Have you heard anything in the basement while you've been down there? Anything kind of weird?
In the room with me?
Just around?
I can predominantly only hear my immediate surroundings. I've heard some of the days where there was heavier snowfalls and people having to obviously clear the streets.
Right.
There was a bit of a kerfuffle the other day out on the roads. That was one of my first days back up out of the basement. Clark said that there were just, common criminals, rapscallions of the sort, trying to, as always, take whatever they can from the people that need to pass through slums north. I just love slums north, dude.
Make it real. Slums.
Dude, campaign idea. We're going to the Viking slums, dude.
Just write that down. Throw that in there.
Yeah.
I feel like Madeline just says Norse instead of North, like how some people say wash instead of wash.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, and
Slight
milk
wi-
instead of milk.
Slight
Sure.
whistle. Slight whistle to it.
Feywild doesn't Viking slums right now.
Very good. But other than those few things, I've had a nice time relaxing with Clark and catching up with him and how things have been for him over the years. He seems better now, happier. Found some sense of peace after the passing of his parents.
We asked how she was feeling, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
She said she feels pretty good.
Okay, just
Like,
making sure.
no terrors, no monsters boiling in her blood any
Sure.
longer. So,
That she's aware of. That she can tell.
Yeah, no, absolutely. She's just like, I feel like myself again, and it
Sure.
feels like the first time in a very long time that I have been on a roller coaster this excited.
I was choking on water.
Just take deep breaths and let it go into your lungs.
Go for a swim, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
Deep breath in and let
And
it out.
cough.
I would look at her eyes because if I recall correctly, when she was kind of possessed the last time.
She was looking around, if you mean when her eyes were darting around and stuff.
Yeah, well, and I think they were a little glossy, a little bit,
yeah,
right?
they're
There was a
hazy.
little bit
Yeah, no.
glaze on it.
Do not see that in the
Okay.
present moment. No.
Good.
Not at all.
How old is she again?
Madeline is mid-30s now.
Mid-30s, and Clark is what?
Clark is late 20s.
Okay.
I don't know why I pictured her as 60.
Who?
Madeline. I don't know why.
Madeline?
Yeah,
No.
I thought she was older.
Yeah.
I thought she was
No,
older,
so
too.
much of her narrative is built around the idea that she was given directory of the orphanage
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
19.
Just my vision.
so
for
she's
her is just
32.
Okay.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's just good. We just have the expectation that she would just be
No,
older.
yeah,
It's
that,
a really
that was why
rough
Desiel was
32.
pissed. Desiel was like,
It's a really rough 32.
no, it's a rough 32.
She's been taking care of
Definitely
kids
been
since
around
19.
32.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm about to pull seniority on her.
Excuse me?
That's what Desiel tried to do, and look what happened.
Well, she almost got away with it if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Pretty much.
She also got to almost kill a paladin.
Got you.
Edna really wants in here.
Yeah, she does.
How dare she?
She hates it that she can't come in here.
She's gonna destroy the door.
Yep, Clark is 25.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna roll the insight check when she was saying how much Clark was taking care of her. All right, well that's an 8.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like you particularly, from a person that had more interactions privately with Clark, you would know that he's just a good-natured man, and it would be what you would anticipate he would have done for her.
Okay.
Maybe not, like, to an incredible degree of medical competency, but, like, he would have been there for her, he would have been nurturing, he would have been a good listener, he would have made sure she was fed and, like, sleeping, and, you know, like, the doors were locked, the general caring for someone shit. Like... Oh no, my cellar door's open! No, the prisoner lady in my basement, she got out!
Did say make sure the doors were locked. The cellar door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I would just kind of pat her on the hand.
Yeah. She would, you know, once again look out at all of you, offer an incredibly, you know, like, solemn nod of her head. It's just like, I really do owe you everything, and, I look forward to seeing you all again. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you all.
God bless you.
On this fine finale of Elsith.
Oh God.
Oh, that's not.
That's a.
Is this
Is
the
it
end
the
of the
last
month?
day?
Yeah.
Don't say yes.
Is it a
It is.
lunar month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Yeah, we got nothing to worry about.
You would anticipate having seen like a little bit above a 3/4 moon the nights before that you would expect a full moon
Kind of like tonight.
this evening.
Oh boy.
This evening?
This evening.
Oh, fuck.
You should be excited.
Just hand pat.
I'll see you all soon. Thank you.
Sorry.
Well,
Her hand's soaked.
Yuck.
just like the last dregs of hope and life in her eyes just slowly drain as they fade with color to a dull gray.
Every villain has an origin story.
This is her.
He touched my hand.
She just trembles and lets it drop down to the side of her lap. Looks at the bits of water that drip off her fingertips and strike the wood floor. Thank you.
I was gonna say, do I roll initiative?
If you guys intend to take hostile action, she just looks confused, potentially embarrassed. Like she doesn't know why her hands are very clammy now.
Good on her.
I'm good with Madeline.
Yeah, no, if you guys are leaving the basement, there's Clark up on the first floor. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything additional to Clark. If not, it's back out into ye old northern slums.
Just give him a good pat on the hand.
Did we?
The broken one or the non-broken one?
The non-broken. Okay. With my other hand.
Yeah.
Did we give him the
you.
passes? The Slums West passes?
Yeah, since you guys got east
Okay.
ones,
Yeah.
that's entirely up to you guys. If you want
I
to
can't
give
remember
Clark
if
your
we-
pass.
I know we talked about it. I can't remember if we actually.
I believe it was a discussed thing, but not an actualized thing. But that's up to everybody's individual choice.
I'm keeping mine.
Fair.
The Slums East Pass gives us access to all the other
Yeah,
slums.
if you're going to Slums North and you show an east pass, you will be permitted entrance into Slums North.
I don't even have one. I don't have
Oh,
one.
we
Right,
snuck you
mine's
in.
burned.
Yeah.
No, we bought you a new
No,
one.
I bought you one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. You did buy me a new one.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll pull mine out. We don't need this anymore. At least I don't need mine.
I
Anymore?
mean, it's an incredible gift. I don't know whether or not I can accept such a thing. It's also my place is here in Slums North. There are many people that still need my help.
You could sell it here if you needed to.
Certainly. I think it's probably best if I just hold on to it, and if anybody needs to go into Slums West, I'll permit them to borrow the pass. But thank you.
I'll pull out mine as well and hand it back to Vorst.
Yeah, I'll graciously accept your pass.
You paid for this.
With some of mine, but mostly yours.
Yeah, he took your money to do it.
Yeah,
I was told to do so.
I'll do the same then. Thank you.
of course.
Greatly appreciated, friends. If there's ever anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to stop by.
Thank you.
You take care of yourself, Clark.
Do my best.
Question before we leave.
Yeah.
How many crossbow bolts do I have?
What?
We'll say you have a set of 20.
Yep. Okay. That's what I have 19 marked. I wanted to make sure I had them before we left, because then I would.
How many bolts do I have, and how many do you think he can take?
Good 5.
How hard can I throw them?
Back into Slums North.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't know if there's anywhere you guys want to stop in Slums North, or if you just want to head towards the Eastern Path.
Eastern Path. For me.
Perhaps we should take a look at where our dinner will be this evening before we continue.
And I just kind of
Just briefly.
shake my head now.
We do not have to go inside, just outside.
Both Arthur and Corin have never been there, right?
Corin woke up in there after
He woke
being
up
turned
in
into a
there?
vampire.
Okay,
He
yeah.
has not really talked about having gone back there since.
But he's
Arthur-
definitely had it in.
Yeah, Arthur has not ever spoken about it.
Okay.
Do we need to walk past there to get to?
No.
No.
No, it's not like incredibly out of the way, but it would be like a 15-minute additional walk north of the Pawn Man.
And what time of day is it?
Early afternoon, like 1-ish p.m. Like, Pawn Man's in the lower left.
Mm-hmm.
It's up here. You guys are going that way. So,
I would suggest going straight to the Slums East.
All right.
We don't have very much time in the day for our dinner.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Meow.
Onward to Slums East then.
Let's go.
Indeed.
that's our first time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to get killed by so many new things.
Just
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
you've made it this far. Come on.
The brothers are in the tunnel.
There he is, get him! Yeah, I mean, as you guys approach that area, you would see that, once again, comparable tunnels to how you get into Slums North from Slums West. There is, once again, a guard posted outside of it. It is...
The guard that wants to die.
I don't think so. Let me read... Oh, wait. Might be. Yes.
He's so nice.
Make sure that I'm on the right morning guard. Yes, I am. I don't recall whether or not you guys have met Joseph before. For North Guard. Curly white hair, black stubble,
I don't-
kind of an asshole.
Curly white hair. I don't think so.
All right. Well, that's who there.
I don't think so.
Cool. I would say, just for the sake of a sense of reasonable awareness, because it's not like he exclusively watches over the entrance towards Slums East, that Yalumlo, Ether, and Vorst would have an awareness of him just by name. You know, he's Joseph. He's taller, he's older, he's a human man, curly white hair, black stubble, pretty scarred. Part of his nose is missing. He looks like he's got like some bad like fucking scars along like the one side of his jaw. Yeah, you know, he's cold, brief, and abrupt.
The scars look like burns or no?
No, they look like cuts.
Cuts? Okay.
Yeah, from like side, like slashes. If you were to like turn his cheek, and he's got like a helm that ends here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys, sincerely, you know, he's cold and abrupt. You don't really know much about him, but you know, he just kind of gets to the point.
Sure. As we're getting over there, and I am far enough to see that it's him, but that he wouldn't be able to hear us, I would just turn to everyone. This guard, Joseph, is very abrupt and short-tempered. I would keep your statements to a minimum as we move through. No time for idle chatter with him.
Can't argue with that.
No time for chat.
Yeah.
I'll ready my pass.
Very good.
Same.
Yeah, no, as you guys approach, like, the one thing that I will clearly indicate to you is that he looks disgruntled, but it looks consistently like he is staring ahead out into Slums North, open, like, proper. But as he does so, as you're approaching every moment or so, as you're walking up to him peacefully, he looks like his eyes dart up towards the direction of the orphanage, and also out beyond to where the guard barracks and the northern gate lies.
Sure.
But yeah, as you guys approach, he just kind of like furrows his brow and stands up tall and proper. Doesn't really like draw his blade, but like gestures over towards the hilt at his side. Going through.
Yes.
Indeed.
Sees that you all have passes and absolutely just nods. By Midna, pulls the lever. You watch as the gate ascends, and
Thanks,
once
Kronk.
again,
Wrong
Honk.
lever.
yeah, over towards the other end of the tunnel. Takes you about a moment or so to walk through, and then at the other end. Cursed afternoons. Oh boy. Well, you see a very tall, bald-headed, short orange beard, big freckled, kilt-wearing chainmail motherfucker.
Nice.
What a description.
Yep, yeah, no, he's got like a big oversized fur cloak, ratty like wolf fur, where it looks like it's kind of been ripped apart and it's got like patches that are clearly missing from it. He is... Bless you. Broad-shouldered, very muscular, but his face looks like suspiciously gaunt. Like deep bags under his eyes. He looks like his eyes are effectively sunken into his face. You guys are walking over in his direction, just kind of mumbles very gruffly. Me going through?
Indeed.
Yes.
You got the things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He pulls the lever. Yeah, good day.
How old does he look?
Late 20s, early 30s. Human man.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange.
Is his name Chad?
No, I will also tell you, as you approach, you would see once again the small circular O for the tattoo of a person that was part of the orphanage and removed for being problematic. As you guys are walking by him, Don, your passive perception is ludicrously high.
Yes.
I will tell you that you see as he pulls the lever and is like kind of turned away from you, you can see as his cloak kind of swishes around behind him, he's got a very wide, thick brown leather belt, and attached to it you see a litany of bags, and adjacent to one of the bags you see a small little carved wooden train. Not like a train like we know, like a choo-choo train, but like effectively a series of small little boxes that have wheels on the bottom of them. So
Okay.
like 3 little box cars
Yeah.
attached to his belt.
Okay.
So like wood-stained little primitive wood carvings. You would also see
Sure.
like what would look like a little chisel and a little knife on his belt.
Oh, so he's a wood. Okay.
Aw. He's bored.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least he didn't try to show us that he can juggle.
Yep. Yeah. You guys pass into the open area that is Slums East. I sent you guys a map. You know that the fence is the guy named, or his shop is called Tools for Brox.
Yep.
And again, I don't know if anybody wants to go anywhere else, or if we're going straight there.
And which side of this map are we coming in on?
Top left. The one that says to Slums North.
Ah, I see it.
The map would not have general descriptions of what the stores are. Most of them are pretty directly named. But That's entirely up to you guys. If you just want to, since it is like around 1:30 in the afternoon, and we've got important dinner this evening, you know that it's going to be probably about an hour walk back.
But we have to go to Boiled Greens.
I mean,
It's right there.
Those well-measured miracles.
How about trash and trinkets?
I think
What?
that's kind of self-explanatory. There's trash, there's trinkets.
Which one's which? Who knows?
See?
And I will tell you also that as you guys step out into it, in the same way that in Slums West, it was the dirt roads, and in the same thing for Slums North. The thing that is clearly different here is in the northwestern corner of Slums West, where Arthur's home and mansion is, the streets were cobblestoned up to the point of the gallows. The streets here are effectively, as you enter in, cobblestone from the tunnel out about 10 to 15 feet where the guards are, and it once again returns to pretty well-trodden dirt path. But if anybody wants to go or anywhere, it's up to you guys.
I think we should probably head straight to our destination this time around.
On our way there, I would like to stop at the job board. Just see what's up there.
It's on the way.
We could take a look.
May find some interesting things.
It's always good to keep an eye out.
And last time we took a job, we wound up at the orphanage.
We all know how that turned out.
It's quite a while ago.
Cool.
I'm gonna start heading down Peasant's Corner.
DJ, roll me a d6.
You got it.
My wife.
6.
Take that and force damage. You're dead.
There's now 6 jobs on the job board.
Oh shit.
We got a lot to choose from.
Why are you rolling more? Why are you rolling more?
Because it's a D100 table.
I figure out what jobs there are.
My bones.
Uh-huh.
But Midna, the jobs.
Oh my god.
Don't get snippy with me.
Yeah, no, I need level 6, Midna. You don't understand. No.
I don't want to be stuck. I must escape.
You can open that door if you want.
Don't do it.
The other one's closed, so she's welcome to.
I demand
Hungry
passage
Heights.
whenever I want it.
Hungry Heights.
Cool.
Does that say
All
pizza
right.
on it?
We'll start at the bottom.
Okay.
Well,
I like that better.
What's the first one?
Well, on our way there.
Well, I mean, we haven't gotten there
Yeah.
quite yet.
yeah, if you want to roleplay amongst yourself for the next, 3 minutes while I
Roll
write
a-
these down and then establish justifiable reasons in my brain. Because it's just, these are the things.
You need 3 whole minutes for that, John?
I'm very sorry.
Do you look any different after the ritual?
I have the mark still on my hand. It's like
really
faded and
Okay.
it's like a scar.
Okay.
now.
Gunman.
Yeah, I would for sure just take your hand and just stare at the mark.
What do you
As
do?
we're walking, just looking at it, poking it.
Ow. Why are you poking? My hand's wet now. What are you doing?
Sorry. I'll just keep poking it. Doesn't hurt.
I mean, you're poking it. It's kind of aggressively.
I want to flick it.
That hurts a little bit. It's quite cold out.
Sorry. Just gotta back off and then open my book. Start walking and try not to trip.
I trip.
If
Trip me?
I don't actually trip you, no.
If any of you
Bully
have
me in the streets.
any questions about what you saw during the ritual that I performed, I appreciate that you were all willing to experience what I see.
Is that typical?
Yes.
And
Do people hand you things often?
That is not typical.
What
That
about
has never happened.
the glittering?
In the water? Yes, that is normal.
Why does that happen?
I imagine something to do with souls, I would guess. The essence of a person.
What was it that he handed to you?
I pull from around my neck the weird looking eye that you guys saw him hand me, which is kind of kaleidoscopy, and there's like a gem in the center.
It's a crystal.
Crystal.
Can I see it?
For past times you've talked to people, have you mentioned that that you had problems seeing objects?
That was only the one time.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't always see everything. The only time that I couldn't see what the person was talking about was in the basement of the orphanage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was when she
It was Amber.
yeah,
Whatever she was holding that
yes,
hurt you.
a
Gotcha.
knife of some kind that I couldn't see.
Okay.
Can't wait to find that later.
John,
Yeah.
would this necklace look like anything I might have
Your
seen
mother
before?
would have made?
Yeah.
Yes. Not it specifically,
Yeah.
but comparable in terms of the idea of recognizing the importance of variously interlaid gems, the positioning of them, the idea of the central eye, it being open, silver for the metal. Yeah, all that shit would make sense.
Be careful passing that around.
I did not plan to.
What, is somebody gonna take it from us?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'll just gesture.
People get robbed in the city often.
He can look at it.
It's. Do you know what it does?
Try and take it from me. Nobody's gonna get far.
I've got Arthur's gun.
I'm his sidekick now. It's for when I'm out of psi points. Yeah, I mean, I would take a look at this this fun eye.
Yeah.
Ether, do you know what it does?
Not really.
The description is as it was given to him.
Okay.
Are you looking to see whether or not it would indicate anything differently to you than it was to her?
Yeah. Is there any like historical significance or anything that's been mentioned, like in terms of like maybe artifacts or like,
artifacts.
would it extend from like maybe a certain lineage?
Sure. I will tell you that the thing that would specifically come to you for what you had studied is in your efforts to better understand magic and your peculiar hereditary nature, you would have studied the importance of different gemstones in particular, and you would also recognize that, like, especially now with having a primitive exposure to alchemy, that a crystal would symbolize purity. So you would recognize like the importance of the kaleidoscope representing various elements, and then the crystal itself representing a pure central concept.
Okay.
It looks like some of the items my parents used to make. Probably still make. I haven't seen them in a while, but
Yes. It reflects things around me.
Make
And
ye old executive decision to combine 3 of these because they rolled really well together.
Okay.
sure.
However,
Yeah.
whatever you want to hand me.
What were you saying?
It moves and shifts around as I walk around, but I am not sure what it does yet.
have you looked through it?
I have not. Might not do anything for you since you're not attuned to it.
Yeah, I mean, I look through the eye. Do I see anything, or is everything just like weird colors, like a kaleidoscope?
Kaleidoscope.
It would look kaleidoscopy.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Whoa.
Perhaps later.
It is wet now.
Oh, yes. Slip it back over my neck and underneath my shirt. I appreciate that you were all willing to experience that with me so you could better understand what it is. Even if I do not fully understand it myself.
Rituals similar to that have always intrigued me. I've always had to sit outside of the hut. So, it's fun being involved.
Yes. It is powerful magic. If it is magic.
Who's to say?
I'm not sure.
You don't know what it does?
Well, we have assumed that sending things over or into the river either sends them back into the pool of souls or to this other realm.
No, I mean the eye.
Oh, no, I do not know. If it was given to me by William, something to do with tracking, I would imagine, but what I am not sure.
Did you ask Arthur?
I did not get a chance yet.
Fresh wounds.
Yes. I did not want to speak with him about William quite so soon.
I'm sure there will be time enough for that.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Just taking a breath. It's Slum's East Air. Or excuse me, East
Does it smell
District.
cleaner here?
I mean, cleaner in the context of, like, less smelly people in the area? Yes. Also, sorry. I mean, it's not like Slums West has a not, like, a bad odor or anything around it. It's just, it's decently populated. So, I mean, bless you.
Bless you.
It's, you know, like a traditional medieval city. It's going to smell not great because people and not sufficient bathing or deodorant or hygiene. Slums East, as you're walking to the job board, you would definitely smell the odors of perfume as you're passing by people. The individuals that you're walking by are predominantly, once again, humans, elves, half-elves, dwarves, halflings, gnomes. You see, as you're walking through, like, individuals that are significantly nicer dressed. Like, you see people coming in and out of the place called Rest for the Wicked. Clearly looks, as you're walking by it, a larger building like a tavern or an inn. People are coming out smelling of ales. Clearly, like, greasy fingers and beards and stuff like that.
So it is still considered a slums.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a nice area, but it's definitely
Compared
not,
to the other two, it is.
correct.
Yeah,
It is.
okay.
Yes. In relativity, it is absolutely like a nice area. This is the first place you've ever seen somebody smell like perfume.
Sure.
Like,
Gotcha.
Felix, you are feeling better?
Back to normal, yeah.
Good. And Retora, you as well?
Better than ever. I've got this, but that's the only remnant as far
Yes.
as I'm aware.
You all fought very well when we were fighting Nesgrim on his way to the outhouse.
My way back from the outhouse.
Yes.
What would have hit him if someone didn't sweep the legs?
Yes.
I just look at Yalumlo.
Had to be done.
I should have expected it.
Gotta sweep the leg.
I know.
We'll work on our coordination.
Next
The
time.
timing, you would
Next
have
time.
had a better shot, I think.
Just down. Next time. Can't miss.
Still sweep the leg, and you just give me a moment. Finish him off. Not him, per se.
The next
Hypothetically.
the next guy.
Whoever it is.
Right. And I'll just stare at Nesgrim.
How are the legs treating you? Up and walking around.
Yes. Getting used to them, but certainly better than being rather rigid and unable to move. This is much preferred.
It's fair. Are they cold?
A bit because of the metal, yes, but there is padding underneath.
So mostly toward the edges.
Yes.
Understood. Do you have shocks?
Ritual engaged.
You can jump 12 feet in the air.
Oh man.
Callum, though, I know you and I spoke before about wanting to perform my ritual or a ritual similar to Adrian's with your gem at some point. Is that something that you still wish to do?
If you believe it is possible to learn, then I would still be interested in learning.
I think when we have a bit of downtime and are rested again, I think that would be something good to at least try.
Can't hurt to have more like yourself.
Yes.
Out here.
Yes.
She opened the door.
Success. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
The other door is closed.
Walking past a mark to remember, what would I see looking in the windows?
So many guns.
It's just a city full of men with guns, all thinking they're the only one to have a gun. No one will mess with me.
I'm the only one that can use this.
I know what I'm doing.
Old dwarven technology.
Yeah, small brick and mortar building, black shingled roof, curved entryway, pillars, statue of a gargoyle over the doorway with its tongue out, wings spread wide. As you're looking in through the windows, you would see a middle-ish aged human man, long black hair to his shoulders, kind of like roughly tied up into a ponytail, some strands like loosely falling down over his shoulders. You would see that he currently is like kind of arched over an individual laying over a table, and you can see that there is a litany of small mortar and pestles that look like they've got different colored inks in them. You have 100% found the glorious tattoo shop.
I'll point that out to Nesgrim and see. Just like in Felfachton.
I'll have to come back here.
Mm-hmm.
I would take note of the gargoyle wings.
How did you pinpoint that on the map? This is...
It was the first building that we were walking
I wanted to
past.
make sure that it was right there because it was something like multiple people expressed an
Yeah.
interest in.
She's under my legs. Are we ready for the jobs that are available?
Yes. Oh, you're talking about the cat.
Yeah. So,
It's hard to tell him and Nesgrim apart.
Right?
isn't it?
Yeah.
It was just it was a sign on the job board.
Father Cuthbert was killed a 10-day ago. His body was found in the alley by the Hunters Guild. Information rewarded. The guardhouse. So that's one of our options there.
No value.
Please, he robbed my family. I was just defending myself. I had to get it back, but now I can't let it go, and I hear him in the halls at night. He was a bad man. What the fuck? Christopher, end of Eastway.
Ooh.
Not that one.
Ooh.
And
Right here.
And
Give it
finally,
to Sherlock Holmes, baby.
That's...
Peculiar Homes would like to see it.
and finally,
Yeah, there's one on the back, so we can't give it yet.
some strange elf tried selling me holy symbols. He ran away, and now I can't find him. Brother Nicholas, the cenotaph. Now, the
Why do I feel like it might have been you?
The cenotaph, is that meant, would we understand that to mean location or organization?
The location itself.
It sounds like he was running a scam.
Some strange elf tried to sell me holy symbol.
Just eat that one.
That's not important. That sounds like a misleading.
That'd be a wild reveal, episode 69. Yeah, man, eat their socks. Wow.
The fucking criminal,
Fuck,
dude.
man.
You've turned over a new leaf since then.
It's actually just been a pyramid scheme the whole time.
Yeah.
I will tell you that you are within like 60 to 90 feet of the cenotaph. Like, they're adjacent, but I mean, in actual scale, it's very fucking close.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
gonna,
the
for sure.
composition itself.
What's a cenotaph?
Cenotaph is a place where there is marked for a burial when there's not actually the remains of the individual there. So it's like a statue of remembrance or a burial mound of remembrance, but the person is not actually there.
I mean, but what if he is?
I mean, hence why it's the cenotaph of St. Ostador, because, you know, he's
what if
totally
he's
not
What if
there.
he's in there? I would for sure pluck the very bad one off.
Yeah, we would take all of them.
Yeah.
All
But-
of them. Oh man,
We
the
wouldn't leave them.
fiends.
I guess that's fair. We're definitely taking.
We're
the
very
bad
busy.
This one's fun.
Yeah, I don't need the guardhouse one.
I care about the.
It's rectangular shaped, narrow. It looks like a pillar. That's just like the thing that I put there because there are smaller surrounding pillars on the outside, just to denote the area for what is comprised of the holy ground. So you've got, pillars in the four corners, and then in the center of structure. It's about 3 stories tall, narrow white stone. It is adorned with various depictions carved into the stone of what for Ether and probably Yalumlo would know are considered the miracles of Saint Osidor. The first one is him with a small little basin where you can see that there are people who are carved depicting effectively beggars where they look like they are in ratty clothes. It looks like they are washing their hands. There is another one where he is depicted holding 3 small children in his arms, and then, again, in his other hand, where he's got, 3 babes in his arms, just kind of, nuzzled and, wrapped up.
3 babes or 3 babes?
3 young babes.
He's in a hot tub.
And you can see that, in his other hand, it clearly looks like there is, an engraving of, a plate with, food on it. And then the other one is him waving aloft above his head with a sword held in his other hand, a large magical staff, where at the head of the staff you can see that it kind of has a vacant space where there is a hollow, twisted, gnarled bark that wraps over it, kind of forming like a bulb. And then in the center of that, it looks like there is a curiously carved stone. Where you can see, honestly, it looks kind of like the faces of a 12-sided die, where you can see that it's got the different indentures.
So like a
Yep.
type of deal.
Yep.
Ooh.
But those are considered the miracles of Ostador, carved into the white stone. And I will tell you that as well, there is a tall, young-looking human man, light brown hair, very bushy beard, bluish green eyes, average build. He has a very large black hooded set of silk robes with a big white sash, and on the back of the robes themselves you can see the symbol of Ostador, so the enormous O, stitched into the back. But because the robes are black, the stitching is done in white, and you can see that the bottom of it, so the old pastel paintings of sunrises and stuff? You can see that the lower third of the O of Ostador has this pastel coloration kind of sunken into the fabric of the silk. So it's got the pinks and blues of a pastel sunrise.
Like a dawn. Like a dawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You see him literally standing around. He's got a small little stand and a little circular wooden table in front of him. He has, to you would recognize, holy symbols. He also has a couple of wrapped up scrolls. He's got a small little bucket with some quarterstaffs sticking out of it. Obviously oversized, toppled over. He looks like he's really struggling to keep the shop together, even though there's nobody around.
I was gonna say, does he have religious pamphlets or whatever?
I mean, he does, actually. He definitely has scrolls.
Does he
He's got
see
a
us?
healer's kit. He is predominantly occupied with making sure that all of the things are very set out. The obvious indication for you're a super insightful person. It looks like he's a very anxious young guy who's in over his head and trying to run a store.
Sure.
I will also tell you that he has, matching the symbol on his back, he has a long necklace that bears the same symbol of Ostador, and he has a white gold signet ring on his left finger, and you can see that embedded into the area where instead of a seal would be for a signet ring, you can see a square-shaped bloodstone.
Oh, very nice.
Does Ether recognize this as a man he's tried to sell strange holy symbols to?
Make an intelligence.
Ooh, saving throw. 6.
Don't recognize him.
I didn't think so.
You blacked that part out.
You said this building's closed? Like it's a...
It's not that it's closed. It's that the pillars, like, it's open space. The pillars are to mark the holy ground.
Oh, okay.
So it's a big square.
Kind of like a Parthenon
How-
type
Yes,
deal.
yeah, exactly.
How big is it?
In total, I mean, because it's a square, 25 feet
Okay.
per side, maybe 30, like approximately that size.
Yeah, you said the quarterstaffs were like falling out of the container that they're in.
Yeah, they're in like a large bucket, but like a half barrel. Like it looks like he took a barrel and it got fucking split in half.
Yeah,
and he's
and they're just like
got quarterstaff jammed in there. He's definitely like rummaging around, moving with a sense of haste and hurry.
Yeah, I would walk over and pull a little strap of leather from off of one of my bands of leather that I have.
Make a stealth check.
While he's doing that, I would just
Afraid
rest
of
my
you.
hand on the cenotaph.
You would approach the cenotaph.
And rest my
What
hand
disadvantage on stealth, by the way? It's irrelevant. I have a nat 20 on that roll. I don't know why I looked. I wasn't sure with my metal legs if I have disadvantage on stealth anymore.
That'd be
Okay.
incredibly-
That'd be so mean.
I mean, I chose to get my legs burned off.
And you chose metal.
Yeah,
It could have been wood.
could have been.
Yeah, you were saying you
Click,
approach,
clack.
you take off a piece of the leather.
Yeah, I wrap it around my neck. No, I just walk over to the quarterstaffs and bundle them together with the leather and tie it.
And you do so ever so silently. He seems like he's incredibly preoccupied with the other pieces of, trinkets and holy symbols. He's trying to make sure that they are appropriately displayed on this table. He's trying to like fix the little sign that's got like gold price listings and stuff like that. He is so focused on his task that he does not hear you at all.
I'm gonna wait till he stops touching things and then I'm gonna cough because I don't want him to knock his whole fucking card over.
I will tell you though that as you are doing this, Nesgrim has indicated that he would like to approach the cenotaph. Where on it would you like to touch? So like, it's a big fucking rectangle. It's narrow, so it's effectively like two predominant sides.
Right.
The thinner widths don't have any depictions on them. The one side is the enormous one of the staff and the sword. The other one is smaller indications of the other miracles.
Probably one of the smaller ones with the miracles on it.
Okay.
I imagine those would be closest to the job board, which I had just finished turning around from.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. You approach. We'll say that you just kind of gingerly rest your hand. You're not wearing a glove or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, smooth, very smooth stone. No strange feelings from it, nothing. Feels like it's artisanally carved. It feels like whoever did, especially the stone cutting itself, to be able to get these smooth edges, did a wonderful job of it. Yeah.
What does a sword look like?
What does his sword look like? A large, long sword.
Okay. Very nondescript.
Nondescript. It doesn't look like there's anything ornamental in either the shaft, hilt, or pommel. It just... it looks like a traditional longsword, effectively trying to... You've been in the city long enough, you know that they traditionally try to depict him as meeker and humble. Yeah.
As discreetly as I can.
Mm-hmm. Big fan.
Like to cast light on it. And then if there's no immediate effect, immediately...
Conclude it.
You conclude it. Just a quick flash to see if anything happens.
Um...
Just playing around, testing it.
Okay. Make for... No, that doesn't feel fair. I will tell you that as you place your hand and you cast light, I will tell you that as you feel it start to ever so slightly spread out from your fingertips, covering the area of the stone, I will tell you that it is obvious to you that the light itself is concentrated for where you placed your hand, but then it, in the same way that if a liquid hits a divot, like it follows like a funnel, you can see that the light fills in the areas in which there are the carvings in the immediate surroundings. So it starts to wind its way up through these carvings.
immediately conclude it and note that.
That's terrifying.
Cool.
That's outside, right?
Yeah,
So that would-
yeah. It's not a closed-in building.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yep.
So is that noticeable?
I mean,
If you're
kind
watching,
of.
if you're watching
I
next
did
Yeah,
say
if
I
you're
tr-
watching, like,
And
I
I-
mean, I would assume you would be doing it, like, in front of your chest.
And I did say I would try to do it discreetly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, this dude's also incredibly preoccupied. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even going to make you roll for it.
No,
There's...
In terms of like us noticing.
You guys would notice it because it would be like, oh my god, like, press. I see the light coming out from my hand. I see the light coming out from my fingertips. This is how this spell always functions. And then, again, like I indicated,
So instead
starts-
of it going out, it goes like
channels inward into the grooves of the actual stone cut-in depictions.
And what color did you say the stone was?
White.
Okay. That's weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah, you wait like 30 seconds after you bundle this strap of leather up. This dude, you hear him just like heavily thud his hands on his wide hips and just gives a big old, oh god, oh god. Okay, we're gonna be good today. We're gonna have a great day. Oh!
Hello?
Oh my god, do
excuse
you want to
me.
buy things? Do you want to, do you need a holy symbol?
No, I have my own, thank you. I just wanted to check if you were alright. I run a stand myself and I understand how nerve-wracking it is. No,
So you're poor. Do you need help?
No.
I can help you.
Yes, we need help.
Oh dear God! Are you all right, sir?
What happened?
Do you need spiritual healing?
He's a little cursed, so.
You're afflicted by something, are you not?
Into his mind, in a different voice, I say yes.
Oh God!
What kind of different voice?
Yes!
Dandelion.
There's a cloud in my head.
Ron.
Oh right. They've given me some introductory trainings on how to help people like you. Not like you, but help people.
I'm just gonna look at Yalumlo.
I can do something for you. Perhaps
He thinks you're cursed.
I could burn some incenses and attempt to cleanse whatever it is that has done this to your flesh.
He's quite alright, actually.
It's all right.
He is indeed.
Yes, we are all quite alright.
Okay.
I didn't catch your name, friend.
They call me Brother Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yes.
I think we saw a listing you had on the job board.
Are you talking of the strange elven man?
That was what was on the notice, yes?
Yes. He stopped by a few days ago and he tried to sell me some of my own holy symbols.
Tried to sell your holy symbols
No, he...
back to you?
I
or
swear this
he
man...
picked your holy symbols up and tried to sell them to you?
No, the symbols that are created from the cathedral are very distinct in their carvings, and he had some of them and he tried to sell them back to me. It's illegal to sell goods from the cathedral back.
Understood.
I attempted to explain this to him and he ferried them back into his pockets and he made haste.
And what did he look like?
He was quite old. Difficult to tell with elves. I don't know how old an elf could be.
Physical characteristics.
Very wrinkled, greenish eyes, long white silvery hair, very pointed ears. He was wearing a very strange dark brown robe, markings on it. I do not know Elvish, I'm sorry.
It's quite alright.
On the collar, you had a great scarf around it. A great scarf around his neck.
We can keep an eye out for this man.
I'm sorry, I cannot be of more help.
Quite alright.
Does that description sound familiar?
I would say that the description of an older elven man, again with the green eyes and the silvery white hair, would be familiar. The outfit does not sound familiar.
Like it's. He said very pointy ears,
Uh-huh.
white hair, green.
Is Ratora making faces?
I mean, it sounds like an Eladrin.
I do not know what those are. I'm very sorry. But his hair was, yes, quite like yours, dear. I'm sorry I cannot be of more help.
And ears like this?
Yes, yes. Exquisitely long. Not at all like the elves that I am familiar with.
I would have walked over by this point, right?
Yeah.
Did he give a name?
No, not at all. He asked me for mine and I gave it, and then I asked him if I could assist him, if he needed any kind of healing. He said that he was feeling much better than usual. And that he felt better than he had in a very long time.
Did he say what his business was other than selling these pilfered goods?
No. Very strange. I mean, he asked me if I made any purchases myself. I told him that not typically. That's not something that I am taught how to do or instructed by how to do by the cathedral or really given permission to do. But he said that they would be of great value to the brothers, and that he thought that they should know that he has them.
When was this?
Several days ago? 10 days approximately?
And where was this?
Right here. My shop.
Did you see which way he went off?
He ran west? West.
And he has not returned.
No, I have not seen him since. I hesitated to report him to the guards because they are holy symbols. I mean, it feels almost wrong for it to be sold back, but in the same vein, he treated them with sincerity and reverence. He wasn't dismissive of their importance. He just wanted them to know that he had them.
Did he say why he thought they would be helpful?
No.
How insistent was he of
In
you
what
purchasing these?
I mean, not very. When I told him initially that it was not something that I was trained to do or given permission by the cathedral itself, he said that he just wanted me to see them, that it was important that they were seen.
What were they?
Small, little reliquaries, boxes made of white gold, laden with gems.
Do you have anything like that here?
Oh, yes, he would gesture to one. It's, maybe 4 inches in width, about 3 inches tall. It looks like it is affixed at the sides, like it is not intended to be open. They look like they are comprised of white gold, silver, and then they've got small little gems inlaid at various parts of like the corners and stuff like that.
Does it appear hollow, or I guess I would have to hold it.
You would have to hold it to distinguish. You would see that it's got the little like traditional 4 little wide open like leggies in the corner that like fan out.
Yeah, if it's possible, I would like kind of.
Yeah, he doesn't have an opposition if you were like, yes, please. Elevate it. It feels dense and heavy. It does not feel hollow.
Okay.
It feels like, to put it bluntly, it feels like there's definitively something inside, and it feels obvious that it is not
Not the material that it's made of.
correct. It also would be, as it rests in your hands, continuous. It doesn't feel like it's concentrated in like a center, and it
Okay.
doesn't move if you were to move your hand at all. It would feel like there is something almost filling the small area that the reliquary would contain.
And the weight
Gotcha.
feels even.
Correct.
right?
Yes, yes, even.
Okay, so it's not full of like blood.
If it's
You
very,
didn't say that.
if it's
I just
very
said
full of blood,
if it's very full of blood, I guess.
Could be frozen blood.
I would ask
it
him,
is pretty cold out.
What's inside?
For it to be a holy symbol, it has to bear something of holy significance. The brothers have... they perform a sacrament, and there are, pieces of Ostador that are blessed fragments of his clothes, his robes, pieces of belongings that he once held that are placed into a reliquary to imbue it with holy energy.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna point at the big ass building
So-
he's standing in front of.
You
But isn't there no pieces?
No, not here. This is a celebratory memorial for the people of the city to be able to come and venerate our hero.
We dug him up and cut him up into pieces and shoved him in a bunch of boxes.
that's not actually like unusual in
Yeah.
No, I
religious
know.
practice.
Yeah, that's what they do with
Especially
saints, dude.
Yeah.
Catholicism,
I
yeah.
just-
Yes,
I
it's
just-
literally what they do with saints.
Like
Is that
churches,
a real thing in
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
100%. Yes.
churches like in their
Like the bones
sanctuary
of saints,
area will
yes.
have like really precious
There's
items
one
like
that's somebody's whole
Wild.
foot.
Mhm.
It's somebody's whole foot
Uh-huh.
encased in gold and jewels.
Yep.
I didn't.
Okay. All right.
When I die.
We're just gonna go. We're gonna go right past that.
Take my foot.
Not my foot, John.
So, do you know what's in this?
No, I do not. I am not there during the construction or during the sacrament. I am simply, distributed these items to ensure that anyone who is looking to practice the divine magics of Osador have the opportunity to.
I would love to.
How much?
A reliquary is 50 gold.
I do not have a question about much
Wait a
money.
second. Let me
Oh
check.
wait, sorry.
Let me check the bank here.
Nope, I misread that.
500 gold.
No. A million gold! No, 15.
It's about that time that his
Oh,
ears
50
would poke out of his hood.
I do not
50
remotely.
long.
I have 4.
Which was me all along.
Similar to Alora, I think I have too much currency.
I don't know.
I have 31 gold.
That's right.
That's what you guys split.
He doesn't have that much because he had to
I
spend
bought my
some of it
pass.
on the pass.
Can I insight check him on whether or not he's telling the truth about what he knows about the sacrament, and if there's actually pieces of like Osador's belongings? Like, I mean, does he seem genuine? I would. If you want me to roll insight, not.
I would say that it would be more applicable for you to make it as a history check in terms of things that you would have understood from prior teachings.
Of like
necess-
other religions or this one specifically?
Not of other religions, but like, again, a correlation of you guys when you were trying to figure out what the fuck you are class-wise. You did make efforts to study Pali,
Right.
Cleric. I would say that your history check would more be in your relation to like attempt to connect this to a class.
Okay.
Like, you obviously have seen Ether brandish a holy symbol. You recognize that holy symbols are a thing.
Right.
I have one on my shield even.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm more digging for, is there actually something that belonged to Osador in here?
correct.
Okay, so it's a 19 for history.
I would say that your understanding of how holy symbols function, they are typically not imbued with a physical thing of an individual. The majority of other holy symbols that you have encountered are just hereditary items that have been passed down, had either a ritual or some kind of other magical properties attempted to imbue within them
Okay.
through either an enchanter, maybe akin to how Ether does with rituals with herbs, incenses, waters, gems, stuff like that.
Okay, so it's not possible, but it's not
Yes,
Like the
normal.
not
actual-
common and not a thing that you would know. Sorry.
The actual symbol of the.
Yes.
Ostador is one of the rare examples that any of us are aware of in the world of a person
Yes.
being venerated
Correct.
in this sort
Yes,
of way.
absolutely.
So while you don't have examples, you also don't have examples of people being venerated like this.
So if this is a marker for celebration for the people, where's Ostador buried?
I do not know. I have not seen his actual tomb. From what I do know from my teachings, he is buried beneath the cathedral in the inner sanctum of the city. There is a grand celebratory sanctuary where many of the higher fathers and people of the cathedral go to pray and ponder.
Must
Ask
be
questions. to
quite
try
the
to
holy
find
place
answers.
for your people.
Yes.
Have you been there?
No, I have not. That is not permitted to simply a brother such as I.
How long have you been a brother?
12?
2
No,
minutes.
no, not 12.
200.
No, 16. I got a math. Yes, 16 years. I was. My parents wanted me to practice to find faith. They said that Oshuamp was a very dangerous city, and they felt that I would be safest inside of the cathedral.
And have you been selling goods like this most of that time?
No, I spent the better part of a decade or so inside of the inner sanctum, studying, attempting to prepare myself for my service. I would assist in menial tasks around the cathedral, cleaning, cooking, emptying, chamber pots and things of that nature. It wasn't until a year or so ago that I was offered this. It's a hard thing to learn, though. Not many people want to purchase these kinds of items.
Yes. What kinds of people buy these symbols and things of that nature?
Occasionally holy people who are attempting, as I said, to better understand and develop an affinity with divine magics, with the assistance of the sacraments.
Has anyone ever bought more than one or asked for a specific symbol or anything of that nature?
Well, people select different symbols. You would gesture, you would see, adjacent to a reliquary, you would see a small, ankh. You would see a necklace, which
Sure.
again would have the great O. The things that get emblazoned into shields are difficult to, effectively describe, but
Sure.
they would be, flat pieces of metal and jewelry, something that could actively be emblazoned onto something.
Sure.
Again, an O
Yeah.
in pretty much every iteration.
Sure.
You said these are primarily used by people researching divine magic.
Not researching, practicing.
Practicing.
Active practitioners, yes.
I'll take one.
That has made my day, sir. 15 gold, please. Which one would you like?
Which ones do you have?
I'll get the box.
Reliquaries,
Yes.
he's got ankhs, he's got necklaces.
Yeah, I'll take a reliquary. An Oathador reliquary, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, no, he holds it aloft and holds it out to you. Please treat it with great reverence and care, sir.
I will.
A
Thank
part
you.
of him will bless you.
Thank you.
Say we're gonna set it on fire the first
Tinkle,
chance you
thank
get.
If I buy two, will you give me a deal?
A deal?
I'll
I
buy,
do not understand what
5 gold for the
I'll buy
second.
two for 25.
does just one of your friends require?
Yes, I am a holy man myself, but as you yourself said, I am very poor.
You are.
Yes.
Sir, here, a reliquary for you, free of charge.
Oh, that sounds like a gift.
Ezra walks up. I'd like
generous
to
of
make
you.
a return, please.
Sir, it is an honor to assist another holy man in the pursuits of divinity.
Have you seen his
Thank you.
legs?
They are silver, they are blessed.
Is he not wearing pants over them?
I imagine his pants would have been burnt.
I
Yeah, I
think
thought he
we
was
probably
wearing
got him new
Jordans.
pants.
Paul texted me that week. He goes, "You have clothes?" I was like, "Yeah, I've not been shirt cocking it the whole time."
I'm Winnie the Pooh.
Just preparing it up.
Episodes.
I want one of those reliquaries, but I can't afford one. Oh bother!
Lightning sound.
Oh boy.
You know, he elevates a fucking reliquary and hangs it out, or hands it out to you.
Hangs it out. Just hang it out. Nice.
You're very welcome,
That's a
sir.
special one.
Make sure that you use it for good and kind purposes, and that you help the needy.
I will, of
That is the
course.
message to spread.
I will, of course. Thank you very
Of
much.
course. Does anyone else require any assistance?
I want my 15 gold back.
I'm poor. I forgot to tell you, I'm poor.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't ask for my gold back.
Look at me. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family.
He's just a
I
poor
wrapped a leather band around your weaponry here to keep them
The
more
staves.
stable. Yes,
That was you.
yes.
I thought it was a Holy Ghost.
I mean, kind of.
But it is indeed.
I fucking can't.
Thank you.
Of course. You
Your
are
name,
very welcome.
my lord, sir.
Ether Revia.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
He's human, right?
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you. So very gracious to have met you.
Of course. And he rips the mask off, and it's Adrian, and he runs away. I am mildly concerned about that.
Is there anything else I can assist any of you with on this glorious day?
You've been quite generous enough. We will
Yes, thank you.
keep an eye out for your
Thank you.
vagrant errand.
Yeah, your birthday, buddy.
Donnie gave you an item! What are you doing now? How many times does he have to teach you this lesson? Look, it's a holy thing. Either's gonna take it, and then we're gonna smash one of them. Yeah, Granddaughter's gonna take the sword.
Fine.
No shit.
Arguably, the gift was for DJ, who was about to spend more gold on it.
We haven't had a cursed item mark in a little bit, so.
In a little bit, I still actively have a cursed item.
Oh, I forgot you still have it.
Yes.
He is a curse.
Yeah, you just pulled this out. Can you fix this?
I'm for sure the only person that's not cursed here.
I am not.
Confirmed. You're
Not cursed.
you're for sure cursed.
Definitely.
You're cold to the touch.
He's got a blizzard in his skin.
That's
dude.
not a curse.
That's a curse.
It's a blessing,
So
really.
if you don't mind, if you see, there might be a walk later this day. If you see any of the other brothers, could you please tell them that I'm doing well?
Of course, yes,
It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you very much.
Of course, all of you. Blessed day.
Blessed day. I don't trust this motherfucker.
I'll just put my hand up and wave and
Have a good one, sir. I hope you are well.
My hood's pulled further up. I'm already turning to walk towards.
Uh-huh.
Ether, trust him. He's killed for sure. Straight hunts people.
We start
around.
walking away. He
no.
pulls a phone out. They bought it. I got it.
Been a brother for too long. You're not killed.
I
Yeah,
literally
no,
love
for
that in
sure.
my thing. I 100% have. He will not do deals because it would disappoint the priest. So when you asked, it really is like, oh what? What? Yeah. What are you talking about? A deal? No, don't utter those words.
Oh, they're super gonna beat him now.
He gave one
He's
away.
allowed to do charity.
Sure, not
He can't
deals.
do a business
Right.
deal.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, it wasn't a
It's not a
business
It's
deal.
not a business.
It was
I'm
just
an
me.
honest man.
it's a
You're a
service.
heathen.
I was extending the charity on his behalf by giving him the gold. I was giving him charity.
There's a strong business feel too with this whole deal. Like, okay, yeah, we can sell these things. No dealing with them. We can sell them. But if anybody else is selling our shit,
You can do
Ooh.
as much wheeling as you want. No deal.
It's quite strange that they can't sell them back.
It would be perceived as sacrilege.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. I don't really want that holy thing anymore. Can
but
get
I
my
have
cat
a
back?
receipt.
Yeah, like, that sounds kind of fucked.
I'm just gonna start turning mine over in my hands and investigating it.
Are we
yeah.
far, have we moved away from this?
Yeah, I would say
Okay,
you guys have
we're
started walking away in the
Down
direction
the tandem
of the
trail there.
Crafters Pass.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's actually some semblance of a piece of Osador.
I would very rudely try to take Nesgrim's out of his hands.
Up to you if you would try to.
Let me see it.
Take Aether's. He got it for free.
All right, and I'll mystic hand Ether's. Motherfucker! Are you holding yours? Are you holding yours?
Put mine away.
I bought mine for a reason.
Okay, how do you have that much gold?
It's a
Ether,
great question.
Because I have no gold.
may I see
I
it?
haven't really bought
course.
anything.
Do be careful.
Neither have
please.
I.
You also picked up gold. While
Yeah,
we
we
were
went
in
Luigi's
Luigi's.
Mansioning.
A lot of people were like, I don't want the gold.
Correct.
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't want
We
any of
also
that
haven't
fucking
sold
money.
the things yet, so
Yeah.
it's like you guys are gonna get a very solid influx of dollars in like 10 minutes.
So this reliquary, it doesn't look any different from the other one. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah, again, I'm not gonna say like mass produced, but I mean they are made in the same mold. They are made in the same shape.
Right.
There might be slight changes in the organization of some of the smaller inlaid gems.
Gotcha,
That would
gotcha.
go where the
Personal
lip.
touches.
Yeah, the
Is it-
lip of the lid where it meets the box is lined almost like a seal. So like when you like hot glue something, you can see like as you're going around the seal.
Does it look like it was
Like solder.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
What was it sealed with? Does it look like it was sealed with the
Solder.
Solder.
Solder?
Yeah, effectively.
Melted easily. Good.
You knew I was going to talk to this motherfucker, didn't
Well,
you?
if it's gold,
I mean,
you
yeah,
just
dude.
That's
cut
why
it
the
open.
title makes sense.
Gold is soft. You just
Yeah, you can just eat it too.
You know what inside?
I'll just.
Same
I mean,
tune.
if there's nothing super different, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll give it to.
And if you want to
I wonder if
compare
we can-
again, weights, construction,
I
materials.
mean, I can't
included.
because Nesgrim's a selfish bitch, so I can't, apparently. So fuck him, give him the cursed one. Thank you, there you go.
I do wonder if we could reach Ostador the same way we could reach Camilla.
Probably.
It's worth a shot.
But he sounded like he wasn't
If it's real, that is, yes.
free to move, maybe? Like Camilla can?
Well, Camilla was free to move, yes, but not in the sense of you and I.
She also wasn't wailing in pain.
Initially,
No.
we reached out to her.
She was somewhere else before.
Pains me to suggest it, but maybe Nesgrim can reach out to Ostador?
Why
He's
not?
not here. Maybe Ether? I don't know.
It's a possibility.
Either of them?
I am curious. I have a few ideas that we can try later, but
Oh, I would love
Rituals.
would love to hear these.
a little bit.
Like
I mean,
what?
we know at least one place where the
What one?
The guard water
Area
is really
between-
far away from the water house.
between places is thin.
I
A lot
don't
closer than the other ones.
think we should go back there.
I will also remind you that
It's fine.
I'm a descendant.
We were surrounded.
There isn't one.
We were surrounded.
Mhm.
In the
Oh.
hole?
Fully
Yes.
controlled.
Oh, and I went with Nesgrim.
Yes.
That was with Nesgrim.
me and Yalimlo were able to reach Camilla in a room at the inn.
Indeed.
Okay. Just kind of shrug.
Like I said, I had a few ideas. Flesh them out later.
Whatever. He ferries the dead. I don't know anymore.
What?
Nothing.
Somebody say Ferry the Dead?
Someone dead around here?
been a while since I huffed.
Oh, let me get my. He's already getting his shit out.
All right. Making our
Onward
way
to
over
tools,
towards tools for Brox.
Yeah. You said he was a dwarf, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, no, my tablet.
I think the elf should do all the talking. Either of them.
No, it's at 29%. Oh, it. Oh, okay. My Dropbox was reloading for some fucking reason.
She's cute.
She's on the other chair thing.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't think DJ's going to care about the exterior of the building itself. Wooden cottage. It looks definitively much shittier than all of the other buildings that you have passed by throughout Slums East so far. It looks significantly more reminiscent of the lower quality things of Slums West. So, like, sticks out like a sore fucking thumb here in Slums East. It's, again, a wooden cottage, 2 stories, shingled roof. Part of it is thatched because it's been busted. The door is currently open. You can see light filling out from the windows and the open door. You guys are, I'm assuming, heading on in.
Yes.
Cool.
I'll walk in first.
Cool. The interior is definitively significantly different than the outside. Stone floors, gorgeous, artisanally stone-cut dwarven furniture. So, like, dwarven little benches and stools, a nice dwarven countertop. And you see, standing behind it, because it's a very low countertop, only about 1.5 feet off the ground, an incredibly short dwarf. Literally, like, 3 feet tall, but fucking wide, broad-shouldered, huge, chubby cheeks.
He's a square.
Yeah, effectively. He's a box. Got a big black beard, specks of gray in it, salt and pepper, slicked back wide, almost like Don hair.
Nice.
Black but salt and peppered once again. big honey brown eyes
He's
and a
ascending.
big fucking like Snow White dwarf bulbous fucking nose, like a big
My
fucking
God.
wide honker,
Tools for box.
right? He's got a set of hemp ropes over each shoulder, like over his, wrapped underneath. As he looks over, you can see that he's got like patchy hide armor over his chest. It looks like it's not really appropriately buckled. The like shoulder pads kind of like up and out and over a little bit. It definitely looks like it's worse for wear. He has a shitty cloth like gray, really drenched ale shirt, like a big stain down the center of it where the V cuts deep. It cuts along the line of the V up over his chest to where you can see the like dark black chest hair protruding out is also glistening with fresh ale. He smells like a pig in shit with a mixture of
On
ale.
the rest of the shirt.
And as he sees you all walk in, how you doing? Come on in.
I immediately lie down on one of the benches, just lounge.
It's smooth and it's firm and it is exquisitely comfortable.
Good. I'm comfy. Love that.
You must be Brock.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, my good friend.
Arthur had sent us. He's divorced.
Who? A what?
Arthur.
Oh, the gunman.
Yes.
That's the one.
That got me in business.
Yes.
I mean business too.
Yes.
What can I do for you?
I love this guy.
On the
I love this guy.
It's so on the cusp of Jeff's character. It's killing me.
So much.
Yeah, we've got a few items that we were looking
You got
to-
that slide. All right. If Arthur sent you, I know where it's going.
And where?
You
do
lay
know
him
where
out.
it came from?
Close the door.
Scream the door.
But
Close the door.
Close the door.
I'll put my ropes down.
Hold the door.
Just gesture at the door and look at you.
The door!
all right, who was the last one in? Why didn't you close it?
Point at you.
Just asked us.
You're next to the
You turn around because
How do we know it was me?
Oh, I was. my
You
bad.
always cover the rear.
Yeah, he just asked us to close it.
I'll close it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're always the rear man.
He sets one bundle of rope down, pulls the other one off, sets it down. As you can see that he's doing this, he is missing his left hand from about right below the wrist bone. So about here up, gone. Like wrapped in bandages. It's obviously healed. There's no injury. There's no blood or anything like that, but he keeps it wrapped in like a cloth bandage just for comfort. All right, you lay him out.
Pull my bag off and
All right, now you looking to sell or you looking to gamble? And double your money right now. And triple it.
so.
in what context?
What do you mean context? Gamble. You got dice? I got dice.
I don't have dice, no.
Well, I got lots of dice. I'll sell you a pair right cheap.
Oh no! Oh
I'm telling you, double your money.
no! This guy's gonna rinse us.
Are they magic dice?
Oh no. Why would I use magic dice? I'd always win. That ain't no fun.
I actually believe that.
John, is there any reason for us not to gamble? I'm asking you as somebody that doesn't need verbal or somatic components to move objects.
That's up to you.
Isn't the code legal?
I think perhaps
How would you know?
for business
I
today,
think we're
just
explaining the code legal.
selling.
How would you know? I didn't.
We are on a tight time frame, unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, I got you. Understood. Oh my lord. Mighty fine list. Fuck y'all forget all this.
That is our business. As I'm
Felfather.
sure you understand. All right.
You ain't gonna be honest with me. I ain't gonna be honest with you. I can cut you a deal. I ain't cut you a deal.
Fair enough.
He
Where the
is,
fuck you get this shit? You just said Felfather?
Felfather.
he is friends with Arthur, I think.
Yes, fair.
Felfather.
Phil Father, yes.
Where'd you go in that place? Was it nice? Ain't never been there before. Would love
It
to go
was-
someday, though.
You probably
Yes,
wouldn't.
would not like it.
It's not fun.
They are
Oh.
giving tours.
Might have been nice once.
Oh, my adventuring days are long over. All right. No problem for me. You sure you don't want to gamble?
Yes.
Maybe just a stone. Maybe just a rock. Maybe just one rock.
my god!
You give yourself a little taste.
Did this
You'd be
man
like,
gamble his hand away?
John really wants to gamble.
You get a little taste. You like the game I got to play. It's called Fate's Web. It's a good time.
How about you set one of the items aside, and we'll do business for the rest, and we can spare time for a single game.
The least valuable item, I think.
A single
When
game.
you dangle
is-
that carrot in front of me, I'm a nibble.
Good bit of business.
A bit of business.
The rest first.
All right. He reaches underneath the little countertop, and you see that he pulls out like a jeweler's eyeglass. He lays out all the stones, and he starts inspecting them. Oh, that's good shit right here. Sure you want to keep these rocks? You ain't trying to, figure something else out to do with these? Oh, yeah, you know.
There's something else you do with rocks. I thought you just polish them.
Oh, you polishing my vine.
I'll just looking for seeing like this.
They don't smell like anything.
Oh, you don't do it for the smell. You do it for that good feeling it gets in your blood and your bones.
Visibly confused.
It's
I mean,
a stimulant.
I can house one of these rocks for you right now.
I'll just snap.
Throw the whole rock just to show you what it is.
And for no other reason.
Is that why his nose is so bulbous?
He does
Yep.
slide up his cocaine.
Again,
Just looking
maybe
at these pretty
some
rocks.
other time.
Oh, okay. Like I said, you dangle that carrot, I'm a nibble. He starts investigating once more. Like I said, around the shelves, it mostly looks like he sells furniture in here. You can also see lining the walls, he's got like mining picks, other tool kits, shovels, hammers, torches, utensils, tinder boxes. I don't know if anybody actually needs any of those tools, but that would... Him evaluating this shit is legit gonna take a while to keep the sense of realism. Like, he's gotta do like half an hour to an hour of work.
Sure.
If you guys don't want to stand here for that, I understand. I'm also not saying that you should necessarily trust the man with all
Yeah.
your wonderful valuables.
Right.
Yeah, we
I
probably.
would be.
I'm nice and cozy on the bench, so I'm not
Yeah, if
moving.
you guys
him like
just want
a
to say
hawk.
you settle in and watch him and nothing else, you guys don't care about chopping, it's totally fine. I can shortchange the hour. If you want to talk to him more, also totally fine.
Do you
What
know?
what item did he set to the side? Did he pick one?
He would have picked a very pretty amethyst to set to the side.
Okay.
I would just go around
We
and
needed the
collect
Needed the whole
a new
set.
sack.
Excuse me.
Get a new
You
sack.
dangle that carrot.
Preferably a silver one to match his legs.
Yeah, silver sack. I would get another a new sack and like basic adventurers equipment. I would also see if he has a healer's kit because mine burned.
He does.
Okay.
Healer's kits are 5. For the other basic adventuring stuff that you're looking for, like a mess kit, torches, shit like that, toss him another 5 gold, it's fine. It would
Okay.
realistically probably be a little bit above that, but 10 gold, toss his way.
Okay. I'll
Take that out of your cut.
Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to shop for anything? Or interact with this
He
man?
says mainly tools and
Tools, kits, tinder boxes. Like, he's got all the tool kits available in the game. So,
Oh.
like, carpenter's tools, cook's utensils, mason's tools, potter's tools, weaver's tools. It's literally called tools. So, any tool sets that you want in the game.
I typed in tools kits to Google, like it would know I was talking about.
Nice.
Yeah, I would just observe him looking at everything.
It looks like each time, he's got like a little oil lamp that's right behind him over his shoulder. Each time he's holding it up so this way the light comes through. He looks up to just test for purity. It looks like he's using the 2 bundles of rope also to separate quality.
Gotcha.
So, like, there are times where he holds one up and he goes, oh, you can see right through that bad boy. Puts it in one of the bundles of rope. Some of them he holds up, motherfucker, a little cloudy. Snort that one, but all right.
It's got a little bit extra.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, he evaluates the statuettes, the ring.
I'm gonna point at the
Are we
one.
selling the ring?
No.
No.
Okay.
If it should be crossed off of there.
What ring?
The tourmaline ring. That one was the. I think
think that
was
one
the
should be
cold
crossed
resistant.
out.
That
I believe
the
so.
tourmaline is cold resistant?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
then
have
I
that
kept,
one,
I
right?
kept that one.
Yeah.
There's like a little star by it. Okay, that's fine. Statuettes.
I'll point at the
tray.
one statuette I stole from Felix.
It was. I'm glad you admitted that it was steel.
That one's my favorite.
Okay, so the ones that you have for questions here for the dust of disappearance and dust of dryness, so like
That depends
choking,
on price.
sneezing.
We're looking for pricing.
I would say that he would offer you guys 5 gold for each of them. Up to you.
Okay.
For 5 gold, I'd probably hold on to it.
Yeah, like
You haven't-
realistically,
You
we
haven't
can
seen
get.
a person sell it. It is a magical item. Like he's not going to offer a great deal.
Yeah, I would
Don't
just hold
be
those
blunt
up and
about
just be like, what do you value these at? type
Yeah,
thing.
he would tell you 5 a pop, and you'd be like,
Good to know. Thank you.
He's leatherworking tools.
Leatherworking tools
Yeah, they're making
are 20 gold.
20 gold.
Bones.
I'll have to see how much we get first. I don't want to. Don't want to get those quite yet.
Let's snag an herbalism kit.
Herbalism is 10.
10.
Yep.
Nice.
Would he have a component pouch?
Yes,
I'd grab one of
that's
those.
reasonable. 5.
5 gold?
Yeah.
Totally doable.
Hour goes by. He looks like he's evaluated a lot of this stuff. Cool. About 30% of your stuff is real nice. All right, I'm gonna pay you extra. Sound like a good deal. He gestures at the one rope bundle that in the center of it looks like it's got about 25 of the 80-ish gems, 90-ish gems that you guys are selling to him. All right, you ready for that total? I'll give you all a great deal.
Yes.
Sure you don't want to gamble on this? Like I said, you double your money right now.
I'll just point to the one.
Oh, that's right. You want to do that first? Before I tell you the price?
I think the total first.
Total first? Are you sure, sir?
Yes, thank you.
All right, you ain't want to dangle that carrot for me. I ain't going to. 5 gold.
What?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought you were going to gamble. Forgive me. Sometimes I lose my mind. I get so excited. We'll call it 2,000 even
2,000 gold?
for all this stuff. Oh, yeah.
For all of it?
We got a lot of nice stuff in here.
Bing.
I'm just gonna grab the leatherworking
Sounds
Wait.
kit.
acceptable, yes.
Sounds reasonable,
How's
yes.
that? 2,000 gold. Y'all good friends of mine.
I'm
For
gonna.
having been in the city and knowing how much gold typically is with people, like with exchanges and stuff, does that feel realistic? Not
would-
knowing what uncut gems are.
Yeah, when any of us have like an indication of like maybe the
But like,
approximate worth
I know
of
I'm
these
selling art
gems.
statuettes.
Sure. What's up?
I'd like to cast Zone of Truth.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah. Well, that's totally fine. He's going to look at you while you cast the magic spell.
It's verbal and somatic, so yeah, probably.
What's your friend all over here doing?
Look
Just
at
checking
Jensen.
the weather.
I genuinely have no idea.
Most of the time, I don't
Get
even know.
deception check.
Yeah, we've never seen you cast this, right?
No.
Dude.
You'll have to
Why did
forgive
you
him.
lie?
He's
You could have just said nothing.
It's a 7.
7?
he's getting up there in age. This one.
He's just,
Make a persuasion.
It's not deception.
Yeah. Yeah.
17.
Thank you. Nice.
What'd you need to drink the water for?
I'm old. It hurts my bones.
You right. I know all about that. And he taps his wrist. Sometimes those bones, they ain't feel too good, you know.
I know.
I got something for that if you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I got
Have
a
you
good
finished
old,
your cast?
Oh yeah.
I got a good old bone cream. You need some bone cream, sir?
Oh, look at Heath here. Like, eh?
Is it
Less of cream, more ointment.
is it made of bones?
No, God, no. Why would I ever muddle up bones and turn that into some kind of ointment?
It's a 15 history check on bone cream.
I mean, Zone of Truth is active.
I would say that you don't know of a thing called bone cream. Can you read Zone of Truth?
You create a magical zone that guards against deception
Oh,
in a
crap.
15-foot
Yeah, oh
We
crap.
all have to make that roll.
in a 15-foot radius centered on a point you choose.
That's gonna be this whole room, correct?
Okay. A creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, must make a charisma save. On a
It
fixed.
says a charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So natural
That's
20,
a
28.
dirty 20.
It's a 16.
On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie. You know whether each creature
14.
succeeds or fails, and an affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a
About
creature,
that bone cream.
such a
Y'all ever
creature,
cream bones? Oh, my lord. Good delicious bras going in there, sir. Nice dong, real hearty.
also DC is 15.
Yeah, you
It's a 14. I failed.
I got a 4.
You know that everyone else. What did you get,
Pass.
Don?
16.
All of us pass. It's just Glenn and Sarah.
I stand by what
He's
I
in it
say.
too. He needs to make the save as well.
True,
correct?
yes.
Most of the time, I don't
Fail.
even know what he's doing.
Do I have to?
Wait, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
You're in the zone.
Yeah, natural
Fair. I have 15.
All right.
Damn it.
You need
That's
you barely
Sorry, 22
Oh, okay, that's
with
fine.
my
That wasn't
modifier.
your
Yeah.
mod.
I was about to say,
Yeah, no,
damn.
you can 100% tell that he passes. You're a charismatic man. All right, there, sir. I can see how you are as a dealer. We'll make sure you get that truth out of those people, you right?
That's right.
Like I said, 2,000 gold is a mighty fine bargain. You got several good things in here. I'm gonna pay a little more for that.
Vorst, do you think that's a good deal?
You know that he didn't fail.
Right.
I will tell you that this happened before the Zone of Truth, that based upon, like, with not knowing the value of gems, it seems like you're trading a lot of shit, but it's also 2,000 gold is a ludicrous amount of money.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay.
Like,
I've seen outside of Felfarthen,
yeah.
no gold exchanged in the city.
Effectively, yes. And, like, you also know from your times with working in the tavern, like, people with drinking histories, their tabs are still, like, 3-4 gold a house. Like,
Okay.
that's, like, nothing for a day.
Okay.
So, like, 2K is pretty wild.
It's probably the most money anybody in this part of town's going to offer us.
Correct.
Yeah.
For anything.
Yeah, we just owe Arthur for the passes.
Duke Oshuamp.
Sounds,
How much do we owe Arthur for the passes?
They didn't tell us.
Oh, yeah.
sounds very generous.
He didn't give a shit, to be blunt.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he literally was like, "You're gonna help me kill the rotting one. That's fine. I got guns.
That's
I know where you live. My house. Fucking peasants."
I'm Batman.
Whoa. He complimented my wings. Come on.
He did. He likes having a Robin. It's
Only
fine.
because he hasn't seen mine yet.
Cool.
He did.
He has.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think that's
That sounds.
Sounds very fair.
as
I guess
fair
very
a price
generous.
as we're going to get.
It's not divisible by 6.
Look at his amethyst. There's 50 right here. Wanna gamble it? Come on, have a good time.
We agreed to a game for the one item, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Business
Okay.
first, though.
2,000.
Oh yeah. No
Finish
problem,
transaction
no problem.
and all.
Of course. And he starts to pull the ropes with all the things, and you just hear them clatter into like obvious large stone basins that he has adjacent to his
Yeah,
legs.
do they go
Shatters
further down?
everything.
No,
Do they go further down to maybe like a secret cavern? No. Should I make a listen check?
100%.
He's got this voice because he's
intense listen,
DJ.
boy.
He's got this
implying
voice
that we
because he
perhaps
speaks
found the
Draconic.
dragon?
That is a 9.
Dude, it sounds like it hit Rob right there.
All I'm saying is Tuck had little secrets.
Oh no, I know. He does too. He's just not gonna open that shit while you're still
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Should have put on perfect sense
All
at
right, which
first.
one of y'all want to roll it? You want to roll it?
What sort of game? Dice, you said.
Oh, you want the Zephyr dice?
The rules.
No. The way it works, I got one of
They
these.
work for you.
One of these 12 boys. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me a number, and I roll this thing. You want to tell me odd or even? I roll this thing. You call that exact number, I'll pay you 12 times what that thing worth. You call even odd, I'll pay you 2.5 what that time worth. But you ain't get it right, I'll take that thing. You ain't get nothing.
I'm really good at guessing what.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just
You
saying.
spent the whole last episode doing
I'm
it.
really
You're
good
burnt
at it.
out. You're old news.
Do you guys want to go even, odd, or exact number?
Wait,
God damn it! I wish we had a divination
Call it.
wizard.
before you throw it in the air.
And before I throw it.
Very good. If one of you has a preference.
Shall I?
Do we want to choose even odd, the whole number?
Even odd.
Which are we choosing? Even or odd?
You said it's worth how much?
50 gold right there.
I think we can afford to lose the
Set
50
your
on the
prediction,
chance
huh?
for 12 times.
Say that again?
I think we can afford to lose 50 gold on the chance for 12 times that amount, considering the windfall of 2,000.
True. So you think we should go for
That's your number?
It's my number.
You think we should go for the number then? Just a specific number? Which one?
I'll just shake my head no.
I mean, there's 6 of us. Let's choose 6.
50, 2.5 times. It's better.
I was gonna roll to see what number I was gonna say. It's cocked.
There's the number we want to go with.
I wrote mine.
I don't know what number that
I
is.
don't know what y'all want to do.
That's my opinion. But
I'm
you
just
guys-
taking a guess as
we
to
can
what it's
take a
gonna
vote.
be,
We
but
can take a vote, and it doesn't have to be that number.
Yeah, my vote is we pick a number.
My vote is that number.
Even odd.
I'll tell you what, you won't place that side bed, Sir Solo. I'm gonna let you do that.
I was winking him.
You got it.
You remember you have to pay that.
I'll just nod at you. Just got 2K collectively.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Vorst, even odd or number?
These aren't my games to play.
I say number.
All right, Ethan, you seem like you have an opinion.
I am not a gambling man. Ether doesn't care. I care. That's my number.
So the 4 of you are gonna bet on the number. 1 of you is gonna bet on even odd.
I have it written down.
Okay. Now ain't none of y'all gonna do nothing, cause I know this fella still here got that good stuff going on.
Right.
Motherfucker.
They all didn't. They all failed miserably.
I can't do anything.
what a shitty bluff. It's terrible.
Why did you do this?
What do you mean?
I confirm.
He doesn't. I know. He was just. You were like, yup.
He doesn't know that.
I know he
succeeded.
does it, but it was like I know
Oh,
DJ was like they failed.
Why do you do this? You could have just not said anything.
Well, we failed. They didn't.
It's not a lie.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to make the deception check because you said they all failed.
I gestured to them though.
Oh, sure. Did
So
not
yeah.
see your hand.
Yeah, that's fair. I did go. They did horribly.
Sure.
Which is a lie.
Correct.
It's a half truth.
But I succeeded on the save, so I can tell lies.
Correct. He can still intuit that you're telling him a lie.
Sure. He's
That's
still
what I
a-
mean.
Yeah.
I'm just
Man.
counting. I'm counting on the zone of truth to influence him to
Sure.
think that I'm
Sure.
telling a truth that I don't
will
want
give
to.
you advantage on ye old deception check.
Thank you.
Off to a good start.
I'll take it away.
Thank you for the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nat 1. That's a 14.
I really want this gold.
I know you do, sir. Y'all ready?
You need to know the number
He has it right
in
now.
advance, I assume.
Yes, I do, sir. You know what, there, sir? You look like a mighty fine gentleman. Why don't you
no.
roll that for me?
No, that's
I don't
cheating.
roll my own for that. Otherwise, the guess doesn't work. Gotta be you.
Yeah, seeing how you touch the die though.
All right.
That's right.
Oh,
No, no.
All right. All right.
I only give it once. You didn't take my care. I'm gonna nibble it myself. You know what I mean? You have your paper.
Yeah. It's written on there.
I can't see that, John. That's a 6. I was right.
odd.
What did you?
He
7.
said that it was on 7 and rolled to 6 at the very
Damn
end.
It's because you touched it.
I should have looked at your number first. And
Yeah, we could have head to the bets.
Then he just kind of looks at it and he goes, all right. Well, I mean, you want a double?
I'll shake my head no.
You sure?
I am not a gambling man, thank you, though.
Enjoy your new gem.
Oh, of course. I'm taking the 50 out of your stuff, sir. Well, thank you very much. He pockets the amethyst. Yeah. 2,000 gold.
How are we breaking
Minus
that?
50.
Well, 50 comes out of his cut.
Correct, specifically.
It comes out to 333.333.
Fuck it. No, I'm not gonna do 18. That's a dick thing to do.
You can go up 24, but that's excessive.
It really isn't, because I did rip you off really badly, so we'll go to 24.
You what?
What? The dude didn't say that. John said that.
What do you mean? What's the split?
2,400.
We
So
each get
it's
400.
400 pop.
Oh, okay.
So you get 350.
Yeah.
I actually didn't rip you off. I'm kidding. That's me being a prick.
Make a deception check.
Right? No, I actually gave you guys more. It was valued at 1950
Oh,
based
shit.
on what I had written down for the value of each thing. But it's also like a handful of the stuff is like the pearl silver platter. It's like, that's an exquisite thing. There doesn't actually exist a numerical value for that in the game.
My thinking behind that too is nobody else is gonna have.
Yeah,
one of
it's
those.
also, he's a dwarf. He literally, that's why I was asking where you got it from, to be able to say, like, hey,
Okay.
these are dwarven things, you're a dwarf.
Sure.
You should really care about this.
Yeah.
Right here in this man's shop right in front of him, I'm going to dig out several pouches and stash this gold in separate pouches and put it in different places on my person.
Cool.
And not all in one place.
Cool.
I give him,
That's a weird thing to do there, man.
Better safe than sorry in this city.
You're right. You get that pickpocket, you ain't want him to get all your stuff. There's one sack better than all.
What did he call him?
Big Buggin.
No. That's a good thing to do. How did he address him?
Oh, sir.
So, no, he said, sir, that's a good thing to do, man. Something man. What did he say?
Good man.
Good man?
Good man, yeah.
Okay.
Did you think he said cold man?
Something else.
Yeah, I hand him 15, 5 for the healer's kit, the adventurer's kit, sack, and a mirror as well.
Cool. Anybody else want to do any of the shopping?
The leatherworking,
He's taking enough gold from me.
leatherworker's tools.
Subtract it from whatever you gain.
You said it was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Brock, if you lean closer, quick, I just want to fix your shoulder strap. Your armor's fitting awfully odd.
What'd you say?
I just need to tighten
I
the
ain't
strap.
big enough for it no more.
No, I just need to tighten the
No,
strap.
I'm
there.
more than big enough for this old gal. Trust me. Trust me.
Tapping it while it's
Yep.
up.
Yep. Whoa. Like I said, my adventure days are over. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, no problem.
He leans and drops his shoulder over.
Do you like to talk about your adventuring days?
What do you mean?
Stories about it. Do you tell stories about your adventuring days, or is it...
Pointed his hand. His
I mean-
missing hand.
I mean, I tell stories of people who want to sit down and gamble with me, but, you know,
I believe we did we not?
you ain't gambling now. How I tell a story if we ain't gambling while I tell it? That's how that work.
I will gamble with you. You said 5 gold?
5 gold.
That is what you said, yes, originally?
That gem was $50.
Yes.
5 gold. All right, you're a good man. You gonna play these $5 hands?
Yes.
You got it. You're gonna go even odd for me, sir. Or you wanna guess that number?
I will guess a number.
You got it. You wanna tell me what that is?
4.
You got it, sir. Goddamn. It's a 5.
I'm off by 1 at a time.
It's not
What you
last
wanna know
week.
about?
If you don't mind me asking, what happened with your hand? Was that from your adventuring days or for something else?
Oh, yeah, no. I used to trek out on up into that north, trying to find some of that good rock.
For your enjoyment purposes?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're worth a lot of money and they're also a good time.
Of
Had a lot of good times in my years.
Yes. Where in the north did you go to find these rocks?
You know, them big old caves. Edge of the trees. Go real deep into the earth. The dark stuff down there. And that dark one.
Yes! Yes! We got the glass shark reference.
Damn it! No!
Alright, so even on, you want to guess that number?
I'll guess the number.
You got it, sir. Where you going with it?
2.
2? Oh dear, it's 5 again, so I'm so sorry. Luck just ain't your side this day. What else did you want to know about me, young fella?
Did you adventure with anyone, or did you always go alone? Did you have
Oh God, no. Why would I ever go alone? It was real scary out there. Lots of
Exactly.
monsters and big fucking birds and shit.
Yes. Who was in your adventuring party with you?
A bunch of different people over the years. Not always go with the same people. A bunch of dwarves. Sometimes some elves, sometimes some humans. Hundreds of people, I don't remember no names no more.
Oh, that's understandable. Was it always for rocks?
Most of the time for rocks, yeah. A few of the times I got pulled, help some old weird man with a whip out. Go look for some people, help them find them.
Whoa.
Wembley?
William.
William.
What about Wembley? Ain't no motherfucker named Wembley.
He's dead.
You killed
Fucker named Wembley?
Ain't no motherfucker named Wembley.
Did he take like a drink after that?
Oh, I love this man.
I got some good stories about that fella. The strongest man I ever seen. Not as strong as me, but you know, strongest man I ever seen. Can't see myself.
He's still in the zone of truth.
He can't. He
passed.
to say it.
Damn it! So we know he's lying?
No, I have no idea.
Oh.
Like a normal conversation
normal
with someone.
But you are
Conversation
aware
begins
that the
to
zone of truth is active, which arguably makes lying worse.
Do you
I
know
would
if it's
love-
active if you pass the save?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so active.
Yeah, regardless, you know that the spell was cast.
I would love to hear a story about William.
Oh, yeah, that old man William.
Yes.
Only wanted an old man when I was, doing stuff with him. Go out and hit up some people in the woods and hit the people in the woods and, a lot of times to drag them back.
And other times?
Other times there wasn't nothing to drag back. Other times we ain't never found the person.
Yes.
Some of the times we find, what was the person, if you get my drift.
Like a transformation of some kind, or
No, I mean like corpses and shit. What you talking about? Fucking Wembley over here. Talking about transformations. I'll use some weird words in my store. Even odds, or you want to guess that number?
I think that is enough for me, thank you.
You want to know more about your good pal William?
All right. One more.
It's just gonna rinse you.
9.
Stop.
Oh, sir, I'm very sorry. That'd be a 1.
Stop.
Strongest man I ever seen. Fastest man I ever seen, too. Jump real high, hit up in a tree. And people run by and he'd, fall down on them and hit him with the whip, catch the legs, and trip him. And then, I'd run up and I got a hammer and hit him in the head. And we drag them back, and tell them they committed a grievous crime and confiscate all their pilfer belongings and return them. Oh, not all of them, you know what I mean.
Of course.
I'll just wink at him.
Into Ether's mind, I'm gonna say, you should ask him if he knows anything about that eye.
Sure. Yo. Pull the eye out from
Oh, my dear Lord. Where'd you get that, young sir?
from William.
You know William? How that
Yes.
motherfucker doing? I ain't seen him in a decade.
He has passed on, unfortunately.
Never thought anybody would kill old William. Strongest, fastest man I ever seen.
Yes.
He had this weird thing in his hand sometimes that made this real loud noise. And people just died. Craziest shit I've ever seen.
I was gonna.
Gun. Okay, yeah.
It sounded like a horn, but blam!
I will attempt to imitate the noise.
Yeah, you got one of those too.
Have you ever seen the big one?
You got a big one? Motherfucker never done care in front of me.
This man loves carrots.
That's the most DJ thing you could have possibly said. He really likes carrots.
How old William died, though? You there with him?
Sort of, yes.
That's good. Good friend of mine. Miss him.
He was a very good man.
Yeah, I knew he went out on that one time with a young boy. That Mr. Arthur.
Yes.
Oh, goddamn. Mr. Arthur's an angry motherfucker if you know me. See Mr. Arthur, do some shit.
I believe that.
But, it was to bad people. People that, as far as he could tell, did terrible things to other people in this city, and Mr. Arthur took that shit personally. Would always say, ain't nobody gonna rob a hardwood.
I also believe that very much.
Yeah, strangest thing though. This thing's the one it is. Belonged to the city. I don't get why he said it.
Mm-hmm. If you
I'll just shrug. Who knows?
Weird.
You wanna guess that even or that number? We want odd. You looking like an odd man yourself.
Even.
I hope it's odd.
Oh my good sir. A blessed day to you. As a 2.
So that's 12 and a half.
Mm-hmm. He would slide 15 across to you. You've been a goddamn good friend there, sir. I ain't had anybody listen to these stories in a long time.
Thank you. This was fun.
It's a good time.
It was good to hear about your stories.
Thank you.
Do you?
I think your one friend asked how I lost the hand, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You scared of bears, sir?
Dude, fuck him up.
Well, I had a pet one.
I've never been so satisfied.
Wow. I guess.
Wow!
Do you kind of see like a twitch where like my incisors elongate slightly and like my fucking hands almost start to shift, but I hold it back.
Shift, Paul?
Yeah.
That's how he gets the wings.
What do you mean, yes?
Felix is a vampire.
Yeah, and I kind of like.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Why?
real rough and tumble with a bear one of them days out in the woods. Got me in the mouth. My whole hand in his mouth. Yeah, I tried to hit it in the head with my hammer and it ain't let go.
Probably shouldn't have dangled that carrot.
Oh no, I ain't any carrot, trust me, sir. But, did my best. Hit that bear in the head with that hammer and it ain't let go. Started gnashing and ripping, pulling that shit off. Then Mr. Arthur shot it in the face. No. Some weird like tube thing. He walked up and BLAM! That bear won't no more. My face all gone. My hand still in its mouth though, sad. Couldn't get it back.
Did Arthur wear like a coat or like a cloak of any sort, perhaps made of bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did when he was smoking the one
He
day. Yeah.
absolutely did.
Oh yeah, he had the hood.
Yep. Oh yeah, no. That's why if the face is gone, he had the ears and shit.
That was the last day we were with him. He was before the night.
Yep.
He was smoking the pipe.
Well, pleasure doing business with y'all, but I got some of these rocks to attend to. You know what I mean? Get my rocks off.
I have
Jesus Christ.
one question for you.
Oh yeah, darling, how I help you?
We were asked to look into something. Have you seen an older elven man with white hair and green eyes?
White hair like y'all's?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Older.
Yeah. Old fool came through here about 10 days ago.
Do you know anything about him?
About him?
His name? Where he went?
To Lewin? I don't remember. He said that shit a long time ago, and you know, a lot of rocks, a lot of ales in the days since. Hard to remember. He said he was here trying to make sure, well, I mean, he needed to buy a bunch of tools for me. Mining tools, specifically. Picks and axes, ropes and things. He said he was going digging. Don't know for what. You know, I offered my help, but, you know, I ain't got that one hand no more. So, I mean, he was just like, sir, you look retired. And I looked at him and I said, sir, you look fucking retired. You goddamn say retired to me. Anybody here retired, it's you, sir.
I don't want to leave the shop. I want to stay here.
There's a bed for you, Paul.
Oh my god. I just want to stay here and do drugs with this man.
But, you know, I sold him hammers and picks and things and, you know, a fair amount of tools. Bought some of them glass vials. He would gesture at what you're familiar with as alchemist supplies. He said he had to do some cleaning. Something like that.
Did he say cleaning or cleansing?
Oh, yeah. See, this man's right on point. A smart man. Never seen a man so smart in all my years.
The zone's still on my head.
Zone of Truth is still active.
He passed.
He passed.
I'm just making the joke. Yeah, that Grim's dumb.
Just hurts me.
But, you know, I ain't seen him since.
10 days ago, you said?
Yeah, he your daddy or something?
Not exactly.
Was not exactly a daddy.
He's not my father.
Oh, all right. Forgive me, I got a little confused there. I thought you meant, you know, something
Not your
else.
father's illegitimate.
He didn't want to gamble either. He said he was too busy.
That makes sense.
I'd tell him stories and, you know, he was right out the door. Handsome man, though.
Did he say anything else?
Goodbye. Drinks on me. I'm just kidding.
So he did not say that.
He didn't say that.
And a mustache and a pompano.
No, he rushed out here and, you know, scurried off into the night.
Did he say which way he was going? Just
Think he said he had to check out the tavern. Rest for the wicked. Said he was meeting a man there.
Who?
I didn't know who he was meeting. He just, when I asked him if he wanted to gamble, he said, I can't, sir. I'm sorry. I've got to meet a man. Sounded a little, you know, invested. But, you know, I mean, dangle that carrot.
Yep.
Sometimes people go nibble.
Are you sure your adventuring days are over?
I mean,
You bored?
I got a good gig going on here, sir, but I mean, if you tell me with the right whistle, I'm blowing.
Excuse me?
I'll show him the job card with the the one that I took specifically.
Oh yeah, the ghost one.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's some haunted shit.
I'm not.
That's what it sounds like.
When we check it out, maybe you'll come along.
You got me in on that deal. Maybe I'll come with you.
More stories.
Still got a hammer.
More
Still got a
stories.
hand.
More stories.
Do love stories.
Corner the ghost and you hit it with a hammer.
You're right. I never hit a ghost in the face before.
Good.
Only in the ass.
Oh.
Just the one time?
Oh, just the one time. You know,
dangled
Mr.
the
Arthur
carrot.
shot in the
Dangled the
face.
With his holy bullets? Bam!
Well, I got a silver gun. What can I say? Well, folks, I got a gambling game. I got a game. I gotta go. I got a game to run, and I gotta get to the basement. All right, you.
Of course. One
Is
final-
there a crowd of people in the basement that I somehow didn't hear with a 9 perception check?
Somehow. No, I don't run that shit in my own basement. That'd be fool. You don't shit where you eat. Or you sleep. Never shit in bed. That's why.
Oh my god!
This is where Paul retires Felix and stays in the shop forever.
I have to make a new character. I just found my father. Simultaneously.
You know who he sounds like? This sounds like the father for, what was the dwarf's name? The kid Ranadin?
Oh yeah, Scruffy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scrubby. The editor.
Boil and toilets.
Boilers and toilets and boilers.
Yeah, no, I gotta go on in over to the game.
One final question before we go. This thing that you do you recognize this? Have you seen this before? Do you know what it is?
One of them little god boxes or whatever.
I'm sorry?
God
The
box.
A god box?
Yeah.
Is that...
No, I think he's holding up the eye.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
sorry.
oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
sorry.
you were holding up the relic.
Yeah, no, sorry. Actually, there's no
Yeah, no.
You know,
Oh,
the god-
yeah, no, that
god
motherfucking thing that William had.
Yes. Do you know what it
Oh, there
is?
today found it.
Where did he find it?
We found it right outside of mine. It was a weird little elven building. Pointy little tower thing.
Oh.
But, you know, it was coming up out of snow, so real small.
Was it made of crystal?
No, God, no. We had stone roof. We walked in like a window, buried. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the tower real high, but you know, when a rock go high, tower not so high no more. So that window kind of like a door.
I mean, he's not wrong.
What?
William, you know, crawl on inside, and you know, that's when I hit that ghost on the ass, and Mr. Arthur, you know, had a gun behind William. He's at Cept's side, and blam! Shot that weird ghost elf right in the face.
Was this up in the northeast or?
Yeah, right outside of mines.
Oh.
One of Mr. Arthur's first times out there. Did real good with that, Mr. William called it a boomstick. And Mr. Arthur handled that shit real good. Natural.
Did he ever use this for anything? Do you know what it does?
Boomstick? Shooting ghosts.
No.
And bears and shit. Two sides of the same coin, you know what I mean? We real scared of ghost bears. They out there too.
I flinch again. Just no, like an anger. Like, oh, how can it get worse?
What's wrong with me?
I'm just gonna point at his missing hand. If you turn into one, help me.
I probably will. I have. Often.
Hey, you know, Mr. Arthur said looked like some kind of royal crest.
All right.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You take care of that. Mr. Arthur's most treasured possession, as far as I knew. He said it always helped him, you know, we would go out and try to look for them evil motherfuckers and stole shit, and he said it pointed him in the right direction.
Arthur or William?
William, sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
That is what I presumed. Thank you very much. For
Yeah,
your
no
help.
problem. Like I said, y'all need ever help, you're looking for a good game, you come right back to the shop and take care of you.
I'm sure we will be seeing you again.
Yes, thank you for all your help.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No problem.
You my boy, Blue.
You all have a good day. I'm gonna get fucked up. What was that door on your way out?
How much were those dice?
A set of dice?
Yeah.
Like 5 silver.
Pass him 5 silver.
Alright, that's a gambling girl right there. On the house, dog. He pushes the silver back. Maybe just someday stop by for a game, you know, and have a good time.
Perhaps I will. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Dice. Aha. I have to make dice. What are they made of? What do they look like?
I mean,
Stone.
I would say that they are a nice, like, gray cut granite. Yeah, like Don's. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, by the time you guys leave here, it's now like early-ish evening,
Like the sun's starting to set.
like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I mean, it's winter, so like it's starting to go down. It's not really low.
Okay.
But you guys know that it's about an hour and 15 walk back to the site of justice. That would get you guys there early. I do not know if there's anything else anybody wants to do before then, or if you guys want to go back and get Arthur and Corin before they meet you there, but that's obviously up to you guys.
No, walking out, I'd be pulling my jacket back up, throwing my hood up, and
Sure.
we should probably get going. It should be dark soon.
Oh yeah, hood's up.
Now that we have passes, we can come back and visit some of the shops someday.
Yes, that sounds good to me.
I'll have to come back sooner than later.
Yes.
Really need to gamble with that dwarf.
Very, very interesting news about the inn here, yes.
That is a very interesting man.
Oh, Brock? He's a good man.
I told you would love him.
He's the greatest man.
Yeah,
I
that's like
cannot tell a lie.
he's coming with us. I'm taking
He's
him.
going to ghost bust
I
with
will
me,
cut
please.
him in.
He's oh my god, he's just fucking hilarious. Good lord.
Anywhere or anything you guys want to do, or do you guys want me to...
Is there a way to walk
Not
past?
that.
That.
Yeah, I don't want to slither.
Yeah, can we slither?
No slithering.
Just slither all over towards the side of justice, Don. Yeah, no, entirely up to you guys. I don't know if there's anything anybody would like to do. If not, I'm totally happy to just, say that you guys take your slow, leisurely walk back, take a little bit longer to get there, expedite it, and say you're getting there around like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
I'm good
Is there a
with
way
that.
to get back and past Rest for the Wicked?
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't it on our way?
Rest for the Wicked is
Yeah,
in the
we could-
northwest.
It depends on
We could
which-
turn down
yeah.
Hunter's Way. And
Yeah,
then-
yeah, you could cut through alleys, and if you want to stop by there, it would maybe only add like 30 minutes to your time. So if that is what you would like to do, there is no issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean it's
You
on the
mind?
way. It's pretty much on the way.
No.
Of course.
Fuck mine. Let me look at that there, having over. Listen, 2 years ago, John was
She's still there.
writing stuff. And it's been 2 years, so,
That guy's fantastic.
right?
Yeah, I fucking love that man.
Like, it's so wild to me that I, like, can open some of these documents and it's like, last worked on October of 2019. It's like, oh my
Oh
god.
no.
That's
Who are these people?
Shit!
What?
I forgot to ask him where I can find a peculiar person. I forgot. I'm totally
Have to come back. Damn.
Nah, it's fine. Darn. Have to see him again.
Oh, shucks, I have to go back.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, there's a handful of stories here that I do
As
know,
you
too.
walk down Wicked Row, but it's named for the tavern because it's no rest for the wicked. 3-story building, nice wooden construction, well maintained, shuttered windows, big red shingled roof, various floral decorations. It looks almost like druidic in nature. For you, it would feel like very homely and comforting. Potted plants on the wooden walkway that ascends up. Small little wraparound porch, maybe about 5 feet wide. There's a handful of chairs and small little tables and stools and stuff out on that porch. As you're approaching, it's very popular, especially with it being dinner time. So there's like 12 to 24 people that are either standing or seated at these stools or little tables.
No, we got a 30-minute wait for a party of 6.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you walk in, like, you think you're gonna
walk in here right now and get a table. Have reservation 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, potted plants. As you step inside, again, nice, big, double-sided oaken doors, open, packed, like 80, 85-ish people inside, all various drinks in their hands, like flagons of ale, glasses of wine, like little wooden cups.
This is where your like classic tavern brawl happens.
Effectively, yeah. This looks like ye old actual pop-off tavern. A few pieces of nicely decorated furniture, so like there's like a nicer seating area where it's got like couches that it looks like it's more like a living room, so like a seated area. Yeah. you want to go lay down on the couch?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of scan and look for the description of the man that Brock said, or not Brock, the fence. And
yeah.
just kind of walk towards the couches.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you guys have sufficient time to walk around, and if everybody is looking, that's totally fine with me. I will not make it a check. If there's only like 1 or 2 people looking, I would have it be checks for the individuals looking. But that is up to everybody.
I would look.
I'd help, yeah.
Cool. You guys walk through, effectively, SEAL Team 6 flank out, spread out like a glorious web. About 15 minutes, 20 minutes go by, you slowly start to like make your way through, weaving in and out of groups. You see like small little sections where there are people that are clearly like really fucked up. You have some people that are just like half drinking, where they're totally like sipping and they don't really like drinking, but this is the popular place to be. After about your 15 minutes of scouring this area, you do not see the man that matches the description that you were given. You can see that behind the counter for the tavern itself is a pretty fucking tall, older looking human man. Couple inches over 6 foot. He looks like he's in his early to mid 50s. He looks toned, but he also looks in the same way that when you look at like an older man and their skin starts to like sag again around their face, so they look a little bit more gaunt. You see the like droopy eyelids. You see he's got a little bit of a short, unkempt black mustache. It's really thick. It's got some stranded like gray hairs in it. You see that he's pretty nicely dressed, like jewelry nicely dressed. So like a couple rings on each hand. He looks like he is working the entire bar himself, where he is efficiently sliding ales down the sides of the tavern. You do see like a barmaid rushing out of the kitchen, but she looks like she's effectively bringing him bottles that he then cracks open and starts widely pouring out over.
What a beast.
He's not using magic or anything
No.
that.
He just looks like he looks like a professional bartender. Like he's flipping bottles and shit, and like fucking like 2-ounce pours perfectly.
A mixologist.
Yeah, effectively like eating bottles back onto the shelves behind him, spinning them.
Like juggling them.
They land perfectly. Like fucking like roll and spin, and as they do, it topples a cup and it catches it. Like it's fucking exquisite. But yeah, no. He looks like he recognizes you guys kind of gather and start making your way over, and you guys are unfamiliar faces, so he just kind of like quick glances over the party and just, well, new people, all right. How you all doing? Welcome. If y'all are wicked, I got rest here for you. Y'all need a drink. Forgive me. David. Nice to meet y'all.
You as well?
Is this your
My establishment? Yes, my dear, it is. Pride and joy.
It's beautiful. Did you decorate it?
I did not, my wife did. Wonderful woman.
That's suspicious. We're hoping to get a little bit of information. Actually,
You come to a wonderful place to do so, dear. How can I help you?
did a man come here about 10 days ago?
All kinds of men come through here 10 days ago, dear.
Eldrin man, and similar, looked like me, kind of
An
older.
elf.
Yes. White hair, longer ears.
Oh, yes. A good man. Came through. Stayed, I think, 2 nights. Came down for some meals and kept mostly to himself up in his room. And checked out several days ago.
He stayed for 2 days. Do you know how many days ago he left?
7 or 8 now. He had a lot of bags with him. I thought he was, trying to purchase some property here in Slums East. Seemed like a man that was trying to move in. But when I asked him if he was looking for roots, he said, not here.
Did he say where he was going?
So you asked him if he was looking for what?
Roots. When you buy a home, and he gestures at like the glorious root-like decorations and how we have like floral and things like that. It looks like there's vines carved into some of the areas of like the rafters and stuff like that. You settle into a home and, you lay down roots.
Right. Okay.
Forgive me. I didn't mean to offend or anything like that.
You didn't. Not at all.
But, no, he said he couldn't find him here.
He didn't say where he was going when he left.
No, he mostly kept to himself. He had a pair of books that he was poring over whenever he would sit and eat. He ate alone. Never really took a visitor or anything like that. Forgive me. You did meet a man one night. The night he left. Checked out. I believe he left with this gentleman.
What did he look like?
Strange. Middle-aged human man. Short brown beard, kind of like stubble. And I swear I saw on him one of them, what do you call them? You know how, like, you can have a necklace, but when you're a holy man.
A holy symbol?
Like an amulet?
Amulet, one of those. Swear I saw that under his robes.
What did he look like?
A short, stubbly brown beard.
Middle-aged, right?
Middle-aged man. Not too old, but, just like me, started to show some signs of age, as I'm sure you understand yourself.
I'm 20.
Dear God, sir, I'm so sorry. Whatever harrowing things have happened to you, my sir, I hope you find peace and serenity in your future.
A rough 20.
Forgive me, dear. I'm trying to see the man's name. I swear I heard him say it, but forgive me. I'm very busy. A lot of people talking.
I pull out a gold.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, sir. It's genuinely not about the money. I would love to help your friend and love to have y'all stay here if you would ever like to. Buy drinks, buy dinner. It's a good place.
I don't mean to influence your decision, but it wasn't Nicholas by any chance, was it?
Nicholas?
Yes.
No. Sounded like Nicholas, though. But not Nicholas.
Necklace.
Oh, no, that's what he was
You're
wearing.
thinking of a necklace.
No, that's what he was wearing. It was
Michael Chiklis.
one of the amulets.
He's the actor.
No,
Oh, was this a brother?
I think so. He didn't have the usual ceremonial robes. He had a more common folk clothes. But strange man. Offered him food and wine, and he said he don't eat. I ain't never a man that don't eat, Oh, I thought I had it.
Does the name Delane ring a bell?
Delane?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know a Delane.
I don't know Delane either.
Just trying to Del.
Yeah.
We know his.
That's not the name we're looking
That's
for.
not
Yeah.
the name we're looking for.
What name
We're
is
looking
person
for
that he left with.
Yeah, we're looking for the other man.
Oh, gotcha.
We know his name.
Delawin.
Well, you know.
It's my dad. Kind of. Not really. It's not my dad, but
You're my
What?
dad. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
No, I thought I had it again. I'm just messing with you. Forgive me. Father Cacus. Cacus.
Cuthbert's the one who got killed.
Nope. Not him.
Other cactus.
I knew you were going to say that.
Father Cookies.
do we know that name? Is that the name that we heard recently?
Nope.
No.
Leopold.
Says he doesn't eat.
Yeah. And he didn't say he wasn't hungry. He said he don't eat.
Perhaps some sort of observance that he has as a holy man.
Yeah, sure, of course. Maybe as, absolutely.
What time did they leave? Was
Late at night?
it late at night?
Yeah. Yeah, quite late.
Was it late when he came in?
Yeah. Just after dusk. Started to get a little bit busy. Your gentleman friend that you're looking for sitting here reading some books. No, he actually seemed quite surprised to see him. He said he was meeting somebody. If you're meeting somebody, why you look surprised to see him?
His name wasn't Adrian, was it?
Who? What? No.
No,
Sorry.
it was Cactus.
Oh, fuck, right. We just found that out.
I wrote Brother Khakis.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
How old are you?
Take a drink of water.
35.
Did he have his foot up when he entered?
40 years.
I mean,
You
he
said
would gesture out
Yeah,
and
yeah, sure.
demonstrate a fuckload of people,
Absolutely.
pretty sizable. Hard to say, sir. I'm sorry. I don't see everybody as they come in. I mean,
Of course.
people usually make their way up here because, I got the drinks and things, but...
Of course.
No, strange man.
Yes, absolutely.
Very quiet, too. Felt like I never heard him do more than a whisper. I hope you find your friend, though, dear.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
Is it family or...
Yes, an old friend.
Oh. Well. Would you like me to ask around? I do have, obviously, a lot of people that come in and out. If you got a name, I'm happy to, spread it.
Perhaps just keep an ear out.
Certainly.
If anyone speaks of him, or if he comes in,
Of course.
we might come back in a few days.
Happy to help.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'll flick him the gold.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a lovely evening, you all.
You
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you very much.
I will also say that he indicated, because I didn't say hair when I talked about beard, bald.
Bald.
I figured.
Yes.
I automatically pictured that he's
Bald
bald.
dude,
Yep.
short, stubbly brown beard. He also would have indicated that he had, like, greenish gray eyes, where they would look like they had, like, splotches in them that were almost, like, colorless.
Mm.
Sure, of course.
Yeah,
Naturally.
just people.
Yeah. This is a thing.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Friends, we should probably get going.
Yes.
At like 9:30 now.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
About that time.
Mm-hmm.
Make haste.
Yes.
Head on over to Slums North.
Yep.
Hood going back all the way up
Oh,
again.
yeah.
I'm walking pretty briskly.
Rob me, John. Come on.
Oh, why would I rob you? I'll gamble you, by the way.
He's already got the hooks
doesn't
in.
need to rob you while you're not
The
looking.
first one's
I am
free.
not trying to rob you.
But I'm robbing you.
Call it
Rob you.
me.
I don't want to rob you, but I am.
Yeah, so I mean, we make our way back. There we go.
That was weird.
Yeah, no, the first play or song was not playing. It was weird. Yeah, no, we make our way back through Slums North. Ye old guard. I'm just gonna skip. You guys make your way past the guard. It's a person.
Yep.
They say things. You guys get into Slums North. Because I mean, genuinely.
They're not really giving people a hard time going into the
No,
slums.
yeah, like effectively, it's like, hey, if you're leaving Slums East to go to the north, it's like we don't actually want to associate you. We assume you're scum.
It's like show my
Yeah,
pass.
so
You're scum.
Utterly trash.
Do you need to see my pass, sir?
well, yeah, super short, white hair, saggy shorts. No, not shorts. Saggy shorts. I read that backwards.
Is it
Thick
Kilt-
shorts,
is it
saggy,
Kilt Man now?
Shaggy white hair.
Are you good?
He took my trousers. All I have are these saggy shorts.
enjoying the clip notes,
He's
actually.
wearing.
No! How could he? It's cold.
Well, I mean, who's gonna say something? Because they're gonna get cut down.
He's been
one of the other
relieved of his
guards?
duty.
One of the brothers? Be like, geez, man.
Yeah.
This man a shirt.
Shaggy. White hair, ponytail. Nice dude. Very patient. You guys, as you walk by, just gives you a slight nod and just kind of looks confused as you go by. Yeah. Into Slums North, over to the site of justice, over towards the mausoleum. No other stops, correct?
Guess post up out front for our friends.
I
too.
was going to say that Corin and Arthur would actually already be there waiting.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, again, for the site of justice, it's a very large area, a couple hundred feet. The majority of it is devoted to large burial mounds that were clearly once, as the people who have lived here for a longer period of time would know, mass graves, particularly from the incident with the mass execution that resulted in Corin's neck being broken. As you are walking through, I will tell you that in the areas where you do not see mass graves, you do see some like singular plots with tombstones and things like that. As you guys are walking through, I'll reiterate, especially because Ether is the one who knows it, but incredibly perceptive, that as you walk by some of these, some of the tombstones say names, ages, dates of death, and at the bottom of them, say the word worthy. And we're going to end there.
Worthy?
Yeah.
He's had that for 2 years.
Yeah. John sent that to me again today.
Uh-huh.
Just highlighted that.
Did you put that there?
No! God, no. Boy.
So who would notice though?
I would say Ether would be the one who would notice.
Yeah.
If anybody's passive perception is above a 14, so pretty much everybody, I would say, you guys would notice as you're walking by, and it would definitively stand out as very strange.
Yeah.
As a marking that was not put there at the same time.
Wowee! Well, yeah, friends, thank you very, very much for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will not be live on Friday or Sunday, so we'll see you next time in a week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for the City of Oshuamp. Thank you guys very much for watching this evening. Appreciate Vulpix, thank you for the 69 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here through 69 episodes, friends. We really appreciate it, and we will see you in a week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Stay
Bye.
nice.
Nice, 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 nice.